How's it going? It's Tuesday, April 16th, 2013. Time for WZR Radio. We'll be talking Monday Night Raw from last night and anything else you guys want to talk about. Live phone calls in our numero dos, or rapid fire, our numero dos, Monday Night Raw in our number one. I'm Ryan Clark. He's Matt Boone. Matty Boone. What's going on?
How we doing, brother?
We're doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's kinda not busy, right? We have Monday Night Raw from last night. That's it, right?
I mean, compared. Oh, you mean as far as stuff going on? I thought you meant traffic laws. I was gonna say, well, we were coming off WrestleMania. You can't expect those numbers every week.
Yeah. Well, the Raw rating came in, and it was what, a 3.1, I think.
Yeah, somewhere right around there, 3.0, 3.1.
Let's say.
What was it last week? It was much higher last week, right?
Yeah, I think it was a 3.4, 3.4 or 3.5 last week. So it dropped all the way down to a 3.1. But that was terrible last night, dude. I didn't know if that was you that was texting me during the show, or if it was your sister.
It was, and you know what? I am retarded. I was watching it on mute with people over and shit, so it was muted, and they kept showing crowd shots of like a couple people in groups dancing and to Fandango and stuff. So it looked on mute like he was over like a son of a bitch. But then I rewatched stuff today to get ready for the show, and yeah, the crowd was it was dead, and then they were kind of shitting on it a little bit.
It was terrible. I mean, we'll get into it when we get into Monday Night Raw, dude. But it was like, how are you you're gonna take somebody that is clearly a heel, okay? Yet you want a heel to come out and you want the crowd to dance and sing with him. He's a heel. He's not a baby face. So first things first, I mean, they're not going to go along with it no matter what. I mean, some people, you're going to get, you know how like last week, dude, they would cheer the heels and boo the baby faces, you know? And you're going to get crowds like that up in Canada and in the Northeast, and you know, it happens a lot of the time with John Cena, dude, but like they were in Greenville last night, and I'm thinking, and not only that, dude, but the promo that he cut last night, it was a heel promo. So it was like, wait, what do you expect? You expect them to just go along with what a heel is doing? You know, it doesn't make sense. It makes no sense.
I mean, it does in one sense. I mean, it's like a goofy thing that's over, and then he's like a smug kind of a heel. You know what I mean? So it kind of blends nicely, I think. But I mean, either way, the crowd wasn't with it, so.
No.
If you did notice, that previous crowd in Raw last week really affected the way WWE Creative kind of booked Raw this week, because it was clear as day that the three guys that were most over and got the biggest pops last week, Dolph Ziggler, Ryback, and Fandango, all got huge pushes. They all got promos. They all got main event, featured stuff, 10 p.m. hour main event stuff, opening, you know what I mean? Like, they all got their chance with the ball.
Yeah, but you're in Greenville, South Carolina, dude. I mean, those are the worst crowds, man. When you head south, especially on the East Coast, like down in, I don't want to say Florida. Florida's a pretty good crowd. You've got a lot of, it's like where there's a lot of indie promotions, like down in Florida or the Northeast. You get a lot of fans, a lot of smart mark fans.
Yeah, down here's a hotbed. Tampa's where, most of the biggest stars live,
Yeah, that was one of the worst crowds last night that I've seen in a long time. It was terrible, man. I mean, from top to bottom. There was one match. It was right before the Divas match. I can't remember. We'll get into it when we run down Raw in full. But they came alive for a little, and then it was right back to being dead again. They were terrible last night. It was like,
I wouldn't say it was one of the worst crowds in a long time. I mean, they weren't particularly enthusiastic, and obviously nothing is going to compare to last week's crowd. But even on a regular WWE audience scale, I would say it was like an average audience. It wasn't like it wasn't a hot audience, but I don't think it was a particularly shitty audience.
I'll go below average, well below average.
You
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Before we move on, we got to bring something up. It's never something that you want to have to talk about on radio or TV. But Boston yesterday, they had the Boston Marathon, and somebody, a terrorist, attacked us and basically set off two bombs towards the finish line.
Was it bomber, or did they just set off? I heard
No.
they had like bombs strapped to them or some shit.
They think what happened is, they've got. I mean, first of all, it's the Boston Marathon, so they've got increased security as it is. The problem is, man, is you've got 26 miles is a marathon, and the terrorist that did it chose the finish line, which obviously has the most people there to see their loved ones and whatnot finish.
I would
So
think they would have the most security at the finish line too, then, no?
well, they do, but there's really, I mean, listen, basically what they do is before the marathon, they have the bomb sniffing dogs and everything else. They do an entire sweep, man. They go through and they sweep all 26 miles, and they've still got the dogs around the finish line as well, man. The problem is somebody walks in during the middle of the race, hadn't been there all day. Somebody walks in with a backpack and just automatically sets it, makes it explode right then and there, and there's not a lot of things you can do to stop something like that. Somebody walks in from a side street or something like that, and boom, you know. But it could have been a lot worse, man. There are 3 deaths as of right now, and that may increase. They said that there's 8, 9, 10 people that are still critical in hospitals, but 150.
How many deaths did you say?
three confirmed deaths,
okay.
and then over 150 injuries yesterday, which is, I mean, it's just
that number kept growing. I mean, originally it was only like 20 or something, and then it just kept getting bigger. The injury numbers.
Yeah, it just, it kept going up. I mean, basically what happened is, one explosion occurred, and then about 20 seconds later, about a block away, another explosion occurred. So there were 2 different bombs that were set off. They reviewed, surveillance cameras and things like that, and they've seen a guy that seemed suspicious that was walking, with a backpack, and it looked like it was weighed down, you know what I mean? Like there was something heavy inside the backpack, and he set that down. He set that down near a trash can, and then how he detonated it, they don't know. I'm guessing through a cell phone or something like that. But yeah, man, it's there's always going to be crazy people out in this world, and it was just, I mean, there were photos up, man, and I couldn't put them up on my Facebook.
Those are the most horrific, terrifying fucking graphic images of it. And on the cover of every newspaper, we were at the grocery store a couple hours ago, and at the checkout counter, they have all the newspapers lined up. I mean, just one after the other of the most horrific fucking images. I mean,
oh man, well, there was
ladies with their legs blown off and fucking
there was
blood and
there was
by the way, Betty Boop in the chat says there's 10 amputees so far. 10 people had to be.
Is that what it is?
Amputated.
Well, there was the one photo that came out, and I'm not gonna put this stuff up on my Facebook page. I mean, it was graphic, bro. It's not only that, but these people have families. You know what I mean? They've got children and whatnot. But
it has nothing to do with wrestling, so it's not like it's your job.
Right,
but you just put,
There was, there was the one photo of the guy in the wheelchair, and he had no legs, and it was just basically a bone from the waist down. God, it was horrifying. I mean, that was one of the most graphic photos that I've ever seen. And not only that, but I mean, there were people, and instead of, you gotta understand, there were hundreds of people that immediately ran over from the videos that, they immediately ran over and started to help, right? But there are other people out there.
Scared. Like, if you're standing there, would you run to the disaster or away
See,
from
I'm the type of person, and you've yelled at me, for this before, but I'm the type of person.
Over on the road.
Yeah, but right. If like there was a lady that was pulled over, I come off the exit ramp the other day, and she was pulled over. Her car had stalled out, and I pulled up alongside of her, and I said, "Are you all right? Do you need any help?" I'm the type of person that would do something like that. I know you're an asshole. You're an asshole. You just fucking run away and say, "Fuck this."
Well, I mean, yeah, there's no doubt about it. I'm an asshole, but I mean, come on. But I'm saying in this particular situation, it's not helping an old lady pull over. It's not helping 2 kids in a fist fight. This is like something that could scare your life. Like you see a bomb go off, that's threatening to your life. Do you run to it or away from it?
Well,
a lot of people instinctively ran to it yesterday.
I would, I mean, I would hope that I would run towards the people and try to help out. But there are people that are going to run away and for fear that more bombs may explode and whatnot. But I would probably been one of the people that would have ran towards the people.
Country. As soon as there's a tragedy, everybody is trying to help. Everybody wants to help. You said yesterday you see this bomb go off, and the video surveillance shows a a bunch of fucking Americans running straight to the fucking disaster.
Yeah.
To immediately help, not worrying about like, oh, I might get fucked up too if I go over here.
No, it was awesome that they helped, but keep in mind that there were also people that were shooting those videos that, said, you know what, I'm not going to help. I'm going to take out my camcorder, or I'm going to take out my cell phone, and I'm gonna record videos of this stuff. And it's like, there were two guys that were fighting out here in the parking lot just a month or two ago, man. And with the one guy upstairs talking about, you even said it on here, I'd take out my cell phone, dude, let him fight it out. I went over there to stop it.
I didn't take cell phone, but yeah, I'd probably just kick back against the popcorn and see what the fuck happens.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't want anybody to get hurt, man. You know what I mean? Somebody get fucked up, man. But so anyway,
people deserve to get hurt.
So listen, man. Seriously, thoughts and prayers to all those people out in Boston, man. There's always going to be crazies in this world, man. It's sad, man, but there's really no way.
It almost seems like there's too many of these back to back in a row. These fucking people shooting up movie theaters, shooting up schools, throwing bombs at the fucking marathon. Like,
well, and then you can get into the whole, they're trying to ban guns and everything else. There's already so many guns that are out there right now. Not only that, but I think last week, man, there was a guy at a college that used a knife, or a X-Acto knife is actually what it was, to go and stab 15 people. So what are you going to do? Ban knives? I mean, there's always people that are going to be able to do things with weapons. There's just going to be crazy people out there no matter what. And the only way, you're never going to be able to prevent it, man. I mean, you can put more security guards in schools and along marathon routes and everything else, but there's always going to be a way where these crazies can come in and do stuff like this.
I know. No, that's not even the issue. Obviously, there's always going to be crazy people, but doesn't it seem like there's been a lot of crazy people in a row lately? You know what I mean? Like, usually these things are spaced out. These are just like rapid fire tragedies, one after the other lately. Crazy.
Yeah, I saw people in the chat room. I saw that I was watching ABC News with Diane Sawyer, and they broke in just about an hour ago. Somebody sent something called ricin, which is very deadly if you inhale it, or even if you, I guess, in order for it to kill you, you've got to inhale it or swallow it. It's got to be ingested. But a senator out in, was it Washington? I thought it was Virginia. They found that in the mailroom today. So more and more of this stuff, anthrax. You've heard of anthrax, right? It's pretty much the same thing.
That was a big craze.
Yeah, and a senator out in, I thought it was Virginia, but these guys are saying Washington. But that happened today too. So there's always going to be.
Oh no, shit! That's the shit from Rygal. Is that the shit from Breaking Bad that they try and kill people with, so there's no trace of evidence?
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. And that was sent out today. So there's always going to be crazy people, dude. But moral of the story, I mean,
somebody fucking saw that TV show and actually did it. Probably that's insane.
No, wow. I mean, the TV show got the ideas from the terrorists in the first place, dude. I mean,
these
are
popularized the fuck right. It was such a big part of that show. That's a big show.
I mean, there's always going to be ways that people can come up with ways to do things, and it's just sad, man, that there are people like that out there. As of right now, no suspect. They don't have anybody in custody. Basically, they had a Saudi Arabian guy was, seen running from the scene. So a spectator ran after him and tackled him to the ground. And then when police interviewed him, he said, "Listen, I was just trying to get away. There's bombs exploding. I'm trying to run away." So I think they've ruled him out as a suspect. So as of right now, they don't have anybody. But, I mean, listen, the Secret Service, the FBI, these people are always found, man. It's like people that go and they rob a bank. They're always found. You know what I mean? Somehow, some way, these people are always arrested. So I'm sure, in the next couple of days or next week, you would hope that somebody will be arrested for this, and or multiple people.
I don't know how, if they have all this surveillance footage, how would they not be able to locate them like you said?
Well, they've got to. I mean, they searched a house last night. I mean, you're about 24 hours after the attack, and they've got to do a thorough investigation, and then eventually, I'm sure they're going to be able to find this guy or multiple people.
They're going to find some kind of suspicious shit.
Yeah, whoever did it. But listen, man, thoughts and prayers to all those people in Boston yesterday, all the families affected. It's just terrible. It's terrible that things like that can and do happen. What are we gonna do? We got to. I said we're gonna do rapid fire in hour number 2, right? We're gonna do live phone calls like we normally do. Yo, I had a good weekend. I had a good and a bad weekend, man. You gotta let me rant, bro. I've been saving this, dude, for months now. All right, months and months and months, and it finally happened, and I could come out and I could say it tonight, brother. And I've been waiting for a long time to do it. You guys have
What, are you
seen.
coming out of the closet?
No, motherfucker, get out of here.
I can finally get
no,
this
no,
off
no.
my chest.
Listen, I've wanted to get this off my chest for a while, man, because people have been asking, man. They ask me on my Facebook. They see some of my posts like, what the fuck is going on? But I just can't explain it because I got an open Facebook page where, anybody can read it. Even if you're not a friend, you can come on, you can comment, and you can read it. Well, here's the deal, all right? My sister, okay, has been living, and you got your own family problems. So, and me and Boone got, man, we talk about it all the time. Boone's sister's just
very
like my
similar,
sister.
Yeah,
Very similar situations, all right? Well, here's the deal. For the last couple of years, I've always taken my sister in, and it's not because of her. It's because that she's got 2 kids now. She's got my little nephew Jacob, who's only just a couple of months
Everybody
old.
in the chat room seems to think this story has something to do with FedEx.
With FedEx? No. There was something stupid that I put up today. You ever look at the FedEx logo? You should Google it, man. Google the FedEx logo while I'm telling this story, and then I'll get back to you. Just Google the FedEx logo, and then I'll get back to you. I'll tell you about that. So anyway, I've taken my sister in, not because of her, because of the kids, man. The 2 kids that she has. I want them to have a nice place to stay, a roof over their head, and I've always had the apartment. Well, basically, what she does is she's never paid.
Yeah, I got the FedEx logo, by the way. Go ahead.
All right, she's never paid a single bill. All right, she's never paid the rent. She's never offered to pay the cable, the internet, the electric bill, nothing. Nothing. She's got a job. She works at a pet shop, but she doesn't make all that much, man. A couple $100 a week. You know what I'm saying? So basically,
She's got 2 kids.
She's got the 2 kids. So I've always taken her in and said, yeah. And I've never asked, man. I'm not the type of person. If you're not gonna offer, I'm not gonna ask. But it would be nice. It would be nice if
she wouldn't turn it down. Yeah.
You're right that she wouldn't, turn it down. So, anyways,
well, even you might turn it down, but you'd like to be asked.
Right. So, anyways, she's had this boyfriend, man, and he's got a real attitude problem. He's a real douchebag, man. Well, it didn't work out the first time. I brought them both in. I let the boyfriend stay as well. This was a couple of years ago, right? Didn't work out. They wound up splitting up. Next thing I know, they get back together. They get an apartment together. I get them out of here. They're gone for a couple of months. Doesn't work out. She comes crying back. I get a phone call crying back. That I said my house is open.
Help me.
I said my house is always open. You're always welcome to come back. She comes back. Well, third time's a charm, I guess. So she gets a tax return, and if you know anything about, if you got 2 kids, you get a large amount from the IRS. So she got about.
If you claim 2 kids on your taxes, you get.
She got about $8,000 or something like that. So anyway, she bought this this house to rent. Basically you rent the house, or you buy to own, or you rent to own, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
She's back with the old boyfriend again. And just a couple of months ago, man, I finally lost it. All right, I finally lost it, and I said, I'm fucking sick of this. I said, you know what? I said, I can't stand it. I said, any little thing I do around here, you're always bitching, you're always moaning, you always got something to say. I lost it, and I'm on my own business. I got my office in here, man. I sit in my office pretty much all day, from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. So she threw a fit, man, and she started throwing punches at me. She started kicking. She broke my 55-inch TV. She broke my laptop. She broke everything in the house.
Is this again, or is this the one you told me about a while
back? This is just a couple of months ago, man. She broke everything. And I sat there, man, And you know how it is, man. If you're a guy, you just gotta sit there. I didn't say a word, man. I didn't say a word. And she's screaming and yelling.
Yeah,
Why?
sometimes you gotta grab a bitch and shake the
Oh,
fuck out of her.
she
You know,
says,
you can't
why?
hit her, but...
She says, why aren't you talking? Why aren't you responding? And I sat there with a big ass smirk on my face, and I didn't say anything. So anyway, and that's just, oh man, did she?
He would know he would know he's pushing my buttons. He would know I'm aggravated, I'm mad, and instead of fucking yelling back, he would just smile and like fucking.
So I kept saying,
a little deeper,
I kept saying to her, listen, if you don't stop this, I'm gonna have to call a cop. I said, I don't want to call a cop. I said, you got kids, all right? You got kids, and if I call a cop is gonna come here. I'm on the lease. You're not on the lease. So if a cop comes here and I say to the cop, listen, man, she's breaking everything in my apartment, the cop's gonna say, well, you're not on the lease. You gotta go, and then you're gonna have to go. So you got nowhere to go. I said, so I don't want to call a cop on you, but you got to stop this. She said, the cop's going to tell me that I can stay here. I said, no, you're not on the lease.
No, the cop actually would tell her she could stay there. They would say she'd have to leave, but they wouldn't kick her out on the street right then and there on the spot, because she would be able to prove that she's staying there.
Let me tell you something. If I'm the only one on the lease, and I said to the cop, she is destroying everything in my house right now.
You, man.
I want her out of here right now. I'm telling you, I'm on the lease. She's out of here.
I've been through that before in the past, and I've tried to get people out. They won't know. They'll make you let them stay, but they'll say you got to get out. But if they've got proof that they've been staying there, you can't legally kick them out.
She's not a legal resident, Ryga in the chat. She is not a legal resident. A legal resident is somebody that is on the lease. That is somebody.
No, she becomes a legal resident if she could prove that she's been staying there.
Hey, so you're gonna sit there and tell me that the cop's gonna tell me, yeah, she can continue to break your shit, man. She can do whatever she wants, and you can't kick her out of your own house. You're out of your mind.
Go to the hotel or go with a friend, but if she says she's got nowhere to go, then they'll say, well,
hey brother,
you have a hotel, or
hey brother, you ever heard of a homeless shelter, bro? There's always places to go. A last resort is a homeless shelter, and that's where people go if somebody needs to get them out. I'm telling you, you guys are wrong, man. You guys are wrong.
I've gone through it before, but anyways, how's the story?
So the story continues that she got her tax return, and they rented a U-Haul truck, and I wouldn't allow this guy in my house. I don't like him, man. He's just an asshole, man. Not only that, but he owes me a bunch of money, and he threw out my cable box, and I had to pay Time Warner $250 for a new cable box, this, that, and the other thing, and so they got a U-Haul truck, and not only that, but for the last couple of weekends, outside there's been snow on the ground, all right, and I can see footprints leading to the snow up to the window, and the footprints go back and forth. They use the same footprints to go up and to go down, so there's not like multiple tracks of footprints. So she's got them. This is like some high school type shit. She's got them walking up. She's got them walking up and sneaking in through the window and spending the night while I sit in here. And then I take a piss. I go to the bathroom, right? And the bathroom is right next to her room. I can hear the guy breathing in there. I can hear him snoring. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's like, yo, what? This is some high school type shit. So anyways, moral of the story is, as of yesterday, at 3 o'clock, the U-Haul pulled out of this fucking parking lot. I'm alone. I'm free.
Change the locks, dude. Change the locks.
I am free as a motherfucker. I got this place to myself, man. I got a 3-bedroom apartment. I got an office in here. I'm ready to go. I can say what I want. I can talk on the phone. I can do it. Man, it's such a relief. But the bad news is I know that in 3 or 4 months from now, when that tax money runs out, and when things don't go well, because you know how it is, when a boyfriend and a girlfriend, they move in with each other, they get on each other's nerves, man. You're around each other all the time. You get on each other's nerves, and
it puts more pressure on the relationship. It puts more pressure on everything. And yeah, like you said, when the money runs out and I give it 90 days tops, she's gonna have all the startup costs of fucking getting an apartment and
Well, she's
all.
already got that, and of course she did it. She does everything. I mean, love is blind, they say, right? She does everything for this guy, and this guy is just using her, man.
He's a dirtbag.
He's
he
a
doesn't
dead
make any money,
he's a deadbeat dirtbag, and he's using her, man. But she doesn't see it, and if you try to tell her that, she gets all angry, man. She gets real angry. You can't tell her, so you just can't say anything. You got to let her learn the hard way. But it's so sad for those kids, man. Is all the it's just I don't know. So anyway, Haley's what 7 and Jacob's about 4 months. I just feel bad for Haley. I mean that's the main thing. But anyway, so we're free, we're good to go. And then the other bad news, I got one more bad news story. Yesterday was the tax deadline. I had to go. I had to file my taxes. It wasn't a good day. I owe a lot of money. I sent a big fat check to
Never
the IRS.
fun, man. Never
Brother,
fun.
oh my God, dude, $2,300 to the state and $11,500 to the feds, bro. It was like
11,000.
11,500. Yeah,
wow.
man. 2,700 to the state, man.
You realize everybody can do backwards math now and figure out what your annual income is, by the way.
Yeah, there's a lot of write-offs on there, though.
I mean, they can get a rough. Yeah, there's a lot of write-offs, so they can get an estimate. They can get a little estimate.
A lot of write-offs, man. A lot of cable, internet, travel miles, everything else, bro. It's it was not a good. I wrote 2 big fat checks, man. One to the feds and one to the state yesterday. And by the way, your income.
That always hurts.
And by the way, I probably shouldn't bring this up on live radio, but the income that you make from me is untaxed. You're welcome. In a Damian Sandow
you
voice.
really shouldn't have brought that up in here. I think it's $13,000 is what I owe. So it's fucking brutal. And I had just sold a website at the time, so I had $30 grand in flat money in my account. So I just paid the $13 grand off in one shot. But that's fucking insane, man. That amount of money. It's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Nice.
Yeah, but.
You gotta do what I told you and have the bank fucking tax your shit. That way you can get a return at the end of the year instead.
Yeah. I mean, it's just.
You just have a little bit less money every month, but you make fucking tons, bro. You'd be fine.
Damn taxes, goddamn taxes.
This
This is
is crazy.
crazy. Damn.
Yeah.
Can you see? Crazy. All right. Let's get into it, man. Monday Night Raw from. How was your weekend? You have a good weekend? We had. There was.
Crazy weekend, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good one.
I have, actually, my brother and my cousin, Steven and little Nicky, are in town.
Yeah.
You know that. I had pictures up on Facebook. You did a fucking caption contest with a picture of me grabbing my fucking junk and shit.
Yeah, what was that all about, dude? Grabbing your fucking ball sack and shit, dude. What? I mean, what
I was just being a jerk off posing for the picture.
You know what?
It was a picture of 3 people.
I don't even think it was your ball sack. I think you're grabbing like the fucking. You know how it is with.
Yeah. Well, thanks for examining extra clothes, faggot. But,
no.
I was. Go ahead.
No, somebody brought it up on Facebook. A chick brought it up on Facebook and says, I don't even think he's grabbing his penis. And then upon examining a little bit closer with my own eyes, I said, you know what? He's not grabbing his cock right now, dude. He's grabbing the center of his jeans or whatever.
No, I was grabbing my dick, but anyway, it was just 3 of us. We were goofing around. That was the pose I did. I did a middle finger and a nut grab. I think Eminem used to do it or something. Tupac, somebody did, and I just thought it'd be funny.
Yeah.
It was retarded. But anyway, thanks for doing a caption contest, because of course it led to about 60 replies and like 30 likes. So every fucking 12 seconds, I have an alert on Facebook. I have a new update or whatever.
Oh, you love it.
We went out to me and the brother and the cousin went out to the club. Went out to Buffalo Wild Wings and watched the UFC on Saturday. Some good fights and shit. And good weekend. You
didn't get kicked out, dude? They let you in the door, huh? Yeah.
I don't drink that heavy. That was a Tiffany thing, dude. I drink more because she liked to drink.
Oh, yeah. You don't like to bring up Tiffany.
How many times have I shown up drunk on the radio since then?
Every time, but every time we bring up Tiffany, that's a sensitive issue with you. You know what? It is. It's a sensitive issue. Every time we bring up her name. There's still a little bit of heartbreak there. I can sense it every time we bring up her name on here. You're getting
maybe a little bit.
A little bit of heartbreak, man. She moved on from that 7.5 incher, dude. She said, "Fuck that, dude. I'm going bigger than that. I'm going bigger than that."
Sometimes they get to you.
She got to you, all right. I could tell, man. All right, get to our live chat. Oh, you got the
Unbelievable.
unbelievable. You got the FedEx logo up? You got the FedEx logo up or what?
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Then we're getting on to Monday Night Raw. We had to kill a half an hour, and we've done that. So check it out. And here's you're gonna be like, dude, what the fuck are you making me do this for, right? Find the arrow in the FedEx logo. And I'm telling you, the reason there is an arrow, dude. Just find it. Look at it closely and find the arrow. And the reason I'm doing this is once you
I see it in the EX.
in the EX, right? Once you look at that, bro, every time you'll see a FedEx truck driving by or something, right? Every time you look at the FedEx logo from this point forward, I guarantee you that arrow is the first thing that you see when you look at that. It's one of those things, dude, where it's like trained on the eye. Where once you see,
I'm looking for other shit now. Like if there's a fucking exclamation point.
There's I think people were saying in the lower E of Fed, there's a spoon, right? Fed.
Hold on, let me see.
Like if you look in Fed, kind of you get fed by a spoon. There's a spoon in the lower E, right? I couldn't find the spoon.
I don't see that.
Spoon fed, right? Yeah, I didn't see the spoon either, but a lot of people were saying that it was on there. You know? No, you don't see it.
Yeah, hold on. The E and the D kind of look like an axle with tires on it.
Oh God! Now you're going way too deep into it. I'm talking about the motherfucking arrow, bro.
I was looking at it like you remember the 3D Magic art when we were kids, where you had to squint your eyes and you could see a picture within the picture or whatever.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I was trying to look at the logo like that to see if I could see any hidden picture. I didn't see anything.
I'm just saying, every time you see a FedEx truck from this point forward, I guarantee you're gonna spot that arrow. You're gonna say, "Oh no."
Who pointed that out to you? I've never noticed that. I've gotten a million FedExes over here. I've never noticed.
I saw it on my Facebook wall, and then I just kind of stole it and put it on my own wall because I wanted to see if people knew about it. And somebody, a couple people replied, said, "Yo, you're about 10 years too late on that." Well, of course I'm 10 years too late. The FedEx logo hasn't changed in 10 years. It's been the same. It's been the same logo for like 10 or 15 years.
Well, that's what they mean. You're 10 years too late because you should have figured that out years ago. Is what they're saying.
Well, I'm just saying, there's an arrow in the FedEx logo. It's pretty cool. You should check it out.
I'll be a son of a bitch. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, see? There you go. Anyway, you know what else, dude? You know that Flow Rider spells Florida?
Oh, I did know that one.
Did you?
Did you know that you could tune a piano, but you could not tune a fish?
Did you know that a crab ate 3 clams while the lobster ate none? So the lobster said to the crab, "You're so shellfish."
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. I don't have the unbelievable on here. Yes, I do. Unbelievable. Better late than never.
Hey!
Woo! Alright, so get to our live chat room, WZROnline.com. /chat, WZROnline.com. What?
Not to cut you off in the middle of your plug chat there.
You just did.
Somebody in the chat room just brought it up. They should have a drop of me saying "kick your ass in 2 seconds." I'll kick your ass in 2 seconds.
We need Ranjit. Ranjit.
Yeah, Ranjit. Here, I'll say it right now. Hold on.
He's good.
Kick your ass in 2 seconds. Hold on. I'll kick your ass in 2 seconds. I'll kick your ass in 2 seconds. There you go. Crop that out.
What are you trying to do, like a New York accent? I'll kick your ass in 2 seconds. I'll kick your ass in 2 seconds. Drop the New York accent, motherfucker.
Oh, fuck off.
Drop the New York accent.
I lived in New York for a few years too, scumbag. I might have picked up a couple fucking syllables here.
He puts the accent on. I'll kick your ass in 2 seconds. Get out of here, dude. Give me the Florida version. I'll kick your ass in 2 seconds, dude. Give me that version.
Some bitch ass. You got 7 seconds. I tell you, you could.
All right.
All
right, here we go. Let's see. We're gonna get into here. We've got WWE SmackDown being taped tonight down south. It's gonna be an early night because they are on the East Coast. We already talked about Boston, the horrific tragedy.
Hey, dude, did you? There's Ray G in the chat room asks if there's anything new on Carino, and I ask you, did you watch the UFC that I brought up a minute ago this past Saturday?
What does Carino have to do with UFC?
No, there's just 2 things I wanted to get in before you went to Raw.
UFC, yeah, I watched, and Carino,
Yeah.
no, I mean Carino pretty much blocked everybody, right? I mean, I did put
Yeah.
I put that post up the following day, and I knew as soon as I put it up that people were gonna go crazy on the comments thread. Man, you should have seen the heat I took for that, man. I mean, people were,
Did you?
oh my god, dude, it was
I was
ridiculous.
wondering if the Army went ballistic on Twitter and like fucking raped the Twitter account.
No.
But also, dude, this weekend UFC real quick. UFC on Fox. We got champion versus champion. Benson Henderson versus Gilbert Melendez. UFC champ versus Strikeforce champ. We got Nate Diaz versus Josh Thompson. And Frank Mir versus Daniel Cormier. 3 awesome fights. And then the following Saturday, we have John Jones and Chael Sonnen. So a lot of big fights coming up.
Yeah, the last 4 weeks, man. Well, 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks, and then the next 2 weeks, 4 weeks worth of UFC fights on every weekend.
And then the week after that, we have Mayweather and Guerrero as well.
Well, there's a lot of people here tonight. You see the amount of people in the chat room? See that?
Go ahead, WZROnline.com.
.com.
Yeah, WZROnline.com.
.com.
What are you trying to throw in a Florida accent on the .com? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Florida accent, he says. Get out of here, dude. Alright, so check it out. There's a lot of people, man. There's almost 80 people in there tonight. So if you guys are new, if you're brand new tonight, stop in every Tuesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern time. Same place, same time. Check it out. We have a good time, right?
Hour 2 is all about you. We take the chat
We
rapid fire from the Facebook, the live phone calls.
We normally, speaking of live phone calls, we normally don't take live phone calls, but what the hell, we'll take one. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, what do you call cheese that's not yours?
What do you call cheese? What do you call cheese that's not yours?
Yeah, nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese. I like it. That's a good one. Wait a
Ryan
minute.
just fell in love. I guarantee you, Ryan just fell in love with that joke.
What's that guy's name? That's beautiful. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got my show file.
I'll break it down. If
What
it's not
do
your
you
cheese, it's
call-
nacho cheese.
What is it? What do you call cheese without what?
No, what do you call cheese that's not yours?
What do you call
Nacho cheese.
cheese that's not yours? Answer.
Yeah, and then spell it out phonetically. Spell N-O-T-Y-O.
Nacho.
Cheese. Not yo cheese. Nacho cheese.
I'm jacking that, dude. Who just?
Yeah. Hey, you're gonna hear that every week now. Whoever just called in just made history.
That's Stephen Grabaik. Is that who did it?
I like how Mr. The Champ 13 in the chat said, "You seriously never heard that joke before?" Well, that's the whole point of these jokes. Is Ryan hears a joke that's 80 years old, thinks it's cute and clever, and fucking doesn't realize it's the oldest joke in the book.
That was a beautiful joke right there. I'm telling you, bro. That was fucking gold. What do you call cheese that's not yours? Nacho cheese. I fucking love it, dude. That's beautiful. All right.
They work good with a New York accent too, by the way.
Yeah. All right.
Nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese. All right, here we go. Monday Night Raw from last night, man. We'll do the high points and the low points. Like I said, hour number 2, we're gonna put up the rapid fire segment during the break. You guys can submit questions and comments, whatever you guys want to talk about, and we'll open it up for live phone calls as well. I see a lot of live phone calls coming in right now. Hold those off until hour number 2, and we'll try to get to each and every one of you guys. If somebody's on the line, don't call up. We've only got one line that we can allow people to get through on, but we'll do all the phone calls and all that good stuff in our numero dos. Live chat room, WZROnline.com. Voice cracked /chat, WZROnline.com/chat. Alright, so what'd you think about Monday Night Raw last night, man? Top to bottom.
I hear a baby screaming his fucking head off in the other ear here, so I'm trying not to be distracted. I thought the show was not all that great, to be honest with you. I mean, like I said, they gave the 3 stars, if you will, from last week's Raw, according to that crazy crowd, a chance to shine, and that being Dolph Ziggler, Fandango, and Ryback. But, yeah, I wasn't overly impressed with anything on the show. I thought Punk's promo was good. I thought the Lesnar stuff early on was pretty good. So it was like an average, or maybe a little slightly below average.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty bad, man. I mean, we're right back to the normal Raws that we had before WrestleMania. Not only that, but going into WrestleMania 29, it didn't feel like, I mean, all the Raws leading up to WrestleMania weren't that good, I mean, here's the problem, man. Me and you grew up in the Attitude Era. I came in a little bit later than you did, but I grew up in the
I was
Attitude
gonna
Era.
say I was a diehard fan way before the Attitude Era. I mean, way before it. So like that was when I was old enough to where wrestling became the cool thing for people my age. You know what I mean? Like we were in our mid to late teens when that shit was happening. So
Right.
you would think wrestling would be the most uncool thing ever, but because wrestling was so fucking edgy at the time, it was like the thing for people in high school and shit.
Yeah, we had so check it out, man. They opened up the show. I mean, normally you have the big 15, 20-minute long promo, right? And they opened it up with a match this time. We had Randy Orton and Sheamus open the show. It was going to be a 2-on-1 handicap match. Their
You know
opponent.
what's funny about that?
What?
Did you even put two and two together while they opened the show? And what's funny about that?
What's funny about Randy Orton and Sheamus opening Raw?
They were the match last week where the crowd turned and became fucking crazy. Maybe WWE thought, hey, let's have it be the first match so the crowd's crazy all night. You know what I mean?
Oh, here you go, looking way too far into things,
I'm
boo.
joking. I'm clearly joking.
Motherfucker.
You for real, motherfucker.
I got
You're
something.
supposed to make-
Listen, I got something you're gonna get all over me for in here in just a little bit,
A
man.
car conspiracy
I'm
tonight?
just saying, bro. I'm just saying that CM Punk came to the ring, he's injured, and he walked out. I'm just saying, bro. CM Punk's injured, and he walked out
make
on
it fun of the
WWE.
Rock.
We'll get into it later, bro. Just saying, dude. There was a reason they did that. That's
There
my
could be
opinion.
something there, actually. That makes CM Punk does do shit, like where he comments on real life stuff a lot in his angle, so it wouldn't shock me.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk about it here in a little bit. So their opponent's going to be the Big Show, right? It's a 2-on-1 handicap match. There was a real cool spot here where Sheamus was up on the on like the second rope, right? Or Big Show was up on the second rope, and Sheamus came up from behind and put him on his shoulders, and then carried him around, similar to like what Ryback would do, in a different manner, obviously.
Yeah.
But that was a cool spot. I mean, the Big Show's 400 and something pounds, dude. Sheamus held him up for quite a while, and not only that, but Big Show, bro. I mean, what? He's 40 something, right? And
He's in 40, yeah.
that's a hell of a bump, man, to go, I mean, for a 400-pound dude to go from the top of Sheamus's shoulders all the way down to the mat, 400 pounds, bro, that was a hell of a spot,
Hey, listen, man, that guy's been around since the late 90s as far as the major scene. I mean, it's almost been 20 years of that big fucker taking bumps. And you got to remember, early on in his career, when he was the giant in WCW, he was doing drop kicks off the top rope.
Yeah.
Motherfucker was crazy. So, I mean, he's been taking bumps for years, and he's a huge guy. You would think he would have been broken down by now, but he's a legitimate athlete. He's not just a big fucking guy, you know?
I thought, for a minute, and then it didn't make any sense. I thought, because there were rumors that Randy Orton was going to turn heel, right? So I'm thinking, all right, it's 2-on-1 handicap match, Randy Orton and Sheamus against the Big Show. Does Randy Orton turn heel here and then kind of walk out? But then wouldn't make sense because just the previous week, the Big Show had KO'd Randy Orton. So Orton wouldn't side with the Big Show after being KO'd the week before.
I think when all the smoke clears, one way or the other, Orton ends up heel after all this. By the way, the chat room, I don't know why, but they're going nuts for an update on The Rock. They want to know if there's any update you have. And I know you happen to have a gigantic exclusive update on The Rock.
No, I mean, listen, we put the Rock story up yesterday, right? I got two people that I've been talking. This is the deal, man. I got two people that I've been talking to. One through a text message and one through an email. And I put this up that we were gonna have a big exclusive on The Rock, and then I wanted to get it up on Sunday night, and it didn't happen as I didn't get a text message back, right? On Monday, I got a text message. And then people just begged and said, well, you don't have a Rock story. You were bullshitting us the entire time, da-da-da-da-da. That wasn't the case, man. I don't want to put something up on the websites if I don't have it 100% confirmed. But so many people just begged and begged and begged and begged.
I'll take complaints.
So
I'll
finally,
take complaints.
no. So finally, I said, you know what? I'm gonna put up what we have on the website. And what we had was a lot of the stuff that was already out there. A lot of the stuff we had already put up. There was some new bits in there as well. And I'm still waiting
so
for
more like a big recap of the entire story.
right, but I'm still waiting for an email to come back. And not only that, but part of the story yesterday where the original WrestleMania plans that we had, there was a rumor that Rock was, scheduled to possibly retain there. May not be the case, man. And I'm waiting for an email. I may have to issue a retraction on that just because I felt rushed into putting something up yesterday on the websites. But we do have what I'm waiting for in the email, the text message, the guy that I've been emailing has way more details than the person that I was text messaging. So we put up
You're
what we
waiting
had,
on confirmation on something right now?
a confirmation on what the actual issue is between Rock and WWE, why he didn't notify people until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and he didn't even notify. That's the problem. Rock never called WWE on Monday. WWE
They
tried to
called
get
him.
in contact with him throughout the day on Monday and said, where the fuck are you? Why, you know what I mean? And I'm guessing, he was on an airplane. He flew out of New Jersey. He stayed on Sunday night, and then Monday morning flew out to, I believe, Miami. All right? So he was on an airplane for the morning hours, so that may have been part of the reason why they hadn't been able to get. You can't contact anybody. Cell phones are pretty much cut off when you're in the air, when you're 25,000 feet above. But they had to contact him on Monday to find out, yo, we've got the Raw script written. You're involved. There's a big segment planned. We've got a big segment planned between you and Brock Lesnar. Why aren't you here? And that's where, when they found out that Rock wasn't going to be there, they had to rewrite all of Raw. And there's a reason why. It's not just that The Rock went home. It's not a storyline at all. WWE had Raw scripted on Monday afternoon with The Rock involved, and then found out that the Brock Lesnar.
They had Stone Cold Steve Austin come out next week on Raw and say if The Rock wants to take his ball and go home, he should get the F out. It's the exact same thing back in the day when Stone Cold left. He walked out of WWE because they wanted him to do a job for Brock Lesnar in an unadvertised King of the Ring qualifier match on Raw. And Austin didn't like that creative plan, so he just walked out and said, "Fuck it, I'm not coming to the show."
Jack,
and then the next week, Vince being worried that Austin being gone was going to hurt the business, brought The Rock back from Hollywood.
Right.
And The Rock cut that famous promo because it was right when WWF switched to WWE. And he was talking about Austin. He said, "If you don't like, what we're doing or whatever, you can get the F out." And now he's doing the exact same thing. It sounds like with the same person.
Pretty much it. But the injury here's what adds to it is the injury's not fake. The injury's real. He's also injured. But the problem is WWE didn't have very much planned for Rock on Raw anyways. He wasn't scheduled to be in a match. They were supposed to open Raw the night after WrestleMania with a promo segment where The Rock would come out and cut a promo, basically put over John Cena, and then Brock Lesnar would come out and attack Rock. And then they would set up, you wouldn't have a match, it wouldn't happen at Extreme Rules or anything like that, but they would build to a match between Brock Lesnar and Rock at WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans. Rock didn't even show up to cut a promo. Now I can understand the dude could have cut a promo and then Brock could have came out and maybe not have done the attack or anything like that. The problem is WWE.
No matter what they wanted him to do, he could have contacted them and said,
I'm going
I can do
home.
This much. I can cut a promo. I can't take bumps. He should have at least stayed in contact with them.
Or tell them that I'm going home. I'm not going to be at Raw. And even on Monday, he never called anyone from WWE and said, I'm not going to be at Raw. On the Raw the night after WrestleMania, something is not right.
Wasn't there a rumor, too, that at one point there was like a tentative plan to have him beat John Cena at WrestleMania, retain the title, and then drop it to Brock?
That's what I talked about just a minute ago. Listen, the plan, for months now, Rock wins the first WrestleMania at WrestleMania 28, and then at WrestleMania 29, Cena gets his revenge. It's basically, and then Rock puts him over, and that's what they did at WrestleMania. Something happened after that at WrestleMania that ticked him off. I don't know if he went into the match. That's what we're trying to figure out. I don't know if he went into the match and he was okay with the finish of the match, or if he went into the match and was pissed off but did it anyway, because I guess he's a company guy, or he was at WrestleMania, but then screwed him. He said, something along the lines of, all right, you're gonna do me like this, I'll go out there and do everything you're asking of me at WrestleMania, but wait until Raw tomorrow, you motherfuckers. I ain't there, and I ain't telling nobody that I'm not gonna be there. Something like that, dude. So that's where we're at between that, right? That's exactly where we're at. What happened?
How much, if you look at it from the outside perspective, how much would you say is like, well, The Rock doesn't need WWE, so if he's not, fuck, he can say fuck it and leave. But like, how wrong is it for him to do that, and how wrong is it for WWE to cater to everything The Rock wants? Because he can just say, well, I don't need this, I'm going home. Shouldn't The Rock be somewhat of a team player? And like, even though I don't need this, they're asking me to do this, and maybe it's the right thing. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what he would have done at WrestleMania 29, where he said, all right, you're asking me to do this, I'm going to go out, I'm going to do it. But then, something pissed him off from WrestleMania to Raw in that 24 or 48 hour period. Something pissed him off. And what that is, whether he agreed to the finish at WrestleMania 29 and did it, or if he didn't agree to it and did it anyway, just to basically say, all right, I'll do this, but come Raw tomorrow night, you guys are getting screwed. They went into Raw. That's the problem. Monday's Raw had The Rock involved, and it was a promo, heavily involved. They were going to set up the WrestleMania 2030 or WrestleMania 30 main event. So he's not happy, man. He's not happy. And
you think it was a combination of, because the plan was for Brock to basically squash the shit out of Rock to set up a match right on Raw. So basically, maybe Rock was like, you guys just had me fucking job on the biggest match of the year. Now you want me on the next thing to get fucking beat up even more by some other guy. Like, that's too much jobbing in a row for me. You think he was that picky about it?
That's where... Well, and not only that, but we had a story up just a week or two ago before WrestleMania that said The Rock had been difficult to work with as of late backstage in WWE. So, I mean, all this comes together, and you've got a big issue. And you just made a good point. Maybe The Rock didn't want to job out twice. Once to John Cena, once to Brock Lesnar, and said, you know what, fuck this. I don't need this. I've got a movie coming up. I've got Hercules. He's not happy, man. He's not happy. And what we need to figure out is why exactly he's pissed at WWE. So there's your Rock update, and I promise you, I promise you, as soon as we get information, I can't put stuff up on the websites, man, without it being confirmed. I know everybody wants to hear, everybody wants the details. You want them right now. Everybody wants them right now. And if you don't get them right now, all of a sudden you don't have a story, and there's no story, this, that, and the other thing, man. I gave you what we had.
Yeah, that's how the Piper thing happened. You put something up without doing all the steps to confirm it, and then it turned out maybe there was a loophole. You know what I mean? Like, you've got information that you're not talking about right now, but you can't go and print it because you need to make sure it's true first before you go saying shit about somebody that isn't true.
I promise you guys, man. It's not that I put up what we had yesterday, and I promise you, man, we're gonna have it up on the websites as soon as we get it. You guys are gonna be the first to know, man. I'll put the links up on my Facebook, on my Twitter, wherever else you guys follow me. Just read the websites, man. It'll be up there sooner than later. But that's what we got right now. So there you go. All right, back into Raw. We got 7 minutes before we got to go to the break. We talked about the opening segment, man. There was a cool spot with Big Show and Sheamus. How about 3MB, man? Basically, it was a backstage segment. They called out the Shield, right? 3MB, a comedy group.
That was in the ring. That wasn't backstage.
No, they did a backstage segment first where they called out the Shield, and then they came to the ring after a commercial break, and they called them out again. And they got a response.
Oh, yeah, no, they're backstage. They said, we're going to go out to the ring right now and call out the Shield. Yeah.
Right. And they got a response, and it wasn't from the Shield. It was from... So Brock Lesnar comes out, dude. Brock just basically destroyed him, bro. I mean, one at a time, dude. Bang, 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 bang. He's stiff, dude.
Cool
Brock.
Shit, too. It was painful looking shit that he was doing. Heath Slater hitting that F5 on the barricade. It looks fucking painful.
He's a stiff worker, man. Brock is a stiff worker, man.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, my God. And then
Heyman came out and pimped it because he's like screaming, "That's enough! No more!"
Right.
Heyman,
I'm telling you, you could put Paul Heyman on.
Really makes him seem like a monster. roster, you know?
You could put Paul Heyman on my TV from 8 to 11:07 Eastern Time every Monday night. Just hand that man a microphone and let him talk for 3 hours, bro. And I'd love it, bro. I'd I'd eat it up.
Give him pencil and a paper backstage and say, here, you write the show. Here's your roster of talent to work with. Could you imagine? It would be the same thing. It'd be awesome.
Heyman came out in an interview today, and he said that if he ran WWE, the first thing he would do is fire all the McMahons. He said it in an interview, dude. He said, I'd fire all the McMahons. We're gonna put it up on the website when we go off the air, but
that's funny.
All right, so he comes out and basically, you know, we're gonna have a rematch. We're gonna have basically a grudge match. You had Brock Lesnar won at SummerSlam last year, right? And then they did the rematch at WrestleMania 29. Triple H got the win there. And they're going to have a grudge match at Extreme Rules. And it's going to be a cage match. And my God, man, Paul Heyman can sell a cage match, dude. I mean, this guy, what are you doing?
I'm not. Somebody had to beat the hell out of my back door while I'm on the radio. I don't know.
No.
Go ahead.
So we got a cage match, man, and at Extreme Rules. It's going to be Brock and Triple H. Basically a grudge match between those two. Paul Heyman's promo was awesome here. We had, I put this up on my Facebook page, man, a title match for the United States Championship. It was Kofi Kingston picked up a win here, man. Defeated Antonio Cesaro. We've put this up on the websites over the past couple of weeks. Vince McMahon was high on Antonio Cesaro just a couple of months ago and has really soured on him in recent months. So, with that being
talking in it. Oh, okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, you know, they soured on him, and you know, when that happens, you know, if he's not over, or if WWE or Vince McMahon doesn't think he's over enough, and they're gonna strip him of the title, and they're gonna de-push him, and they're gonna make him a mid-card jobber or a jobber, you know.
I get the word de-push at you. I thought you were setting up the "You're Fired" clip, but no, didn't Kingston say in an interview that he thought he could be a good heel? What do you think about flipping him? Refreshing his character.
When we saw the thing, I think it was Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, right? Where they did the thing with the
years ago with the paint.
With the paint and the NASCAR thing, man. Kofi Kingston on the microphone. Was it 2009? Wow, time flies, man. A couple of years ago.
It's been years. Yeah.
Yo, Kofi Kingston on the microphone. I really think the dude can come out. If you give this guy a chance, we know he's a great worker, first of all, right? Great in-ring talent. Go out there and have a good match with pretty much anybody, you know. I think you give this guy some time on the microphone, and Kofi's gonna be. It's all up to WWE if they want to push him and give him some mic time instead of, you know. I know he cut that small promo. I brought the title back home. Not only that, but he says I brought the title back home, and just a couple minutes before that, JBL's talking about Kofi Kingston's not even American. He's from Jamaica. He's Jamaican. Da 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 da. He says, "I bring the title back home." What? JBL fucked it all up, man.
JBL can be so entertaining, like kind of thing, but he also does stupid shit, like you just said, and like at WrestleMania, like I pointed out, when he freaked out that Fandango winning was like the biggest upset in history. When like it was his debut match, you just made him seem like a jobber that got lucky as opposed to a new guy that happens to be good, you know?
Yeah, he you know, I think, I mean, you just brought up Fandango, right? And you know what I think? I mean, you think they do a U.S. title match between Kofi Kingston and Fandango? You think they do something like that?
What kind of match?
U.S. title.
Oh, U.S. That's right. He won the strap.
Because Kofi,
but it seems like weren't they going to continue the Fandango Jericho thing? Or well, yeah, there was no Jericho on Raw last night, was it?
Jericho's on tour with Fozzy again. He's going to he's in London right now on tour with Fozzy, so he's gone from WWE for a while. He's going to be on Raw next week, just due to the fact that
he's going to London next week, right?
Yeah, that's the only reason why he'll be on Raw. I mean, he's on a current tour of London, so they're going to bring him in for that one night. But I think Kofi Kingston, they get the babyface, they get the title on a babyface like Kofi, and then I feel like Fandango is going to be his next feud, and we'll see Kofi as the babyface, Fandango as the heel for the U.S. title. And I don't think Kofi Kingston's reign is. I mean, it all depends on crowd reactions and that for Fandango. You know, how the crowd takes after him in the coming weeks, but I think if they react well to him, I think Fandango, that push is going to continue, and he's going to beat Kofi Kingston. It'll be a short reign for Kofi, if that's what they do, you know.
Could be.
We had Dolph Ziggler, real quick. Dolph Ziggler celebrated his title win, man. He came out, gave thoughts on the title win.
Good promo.
It was a great promo, man. He Alberto Del Rio, came out, wound up interrupting. He was still limping on the leg. Del Rio, he's got a rematch in its claws, and he wants it right now, tonight. Dolph Ziggler laughs it off, says, "Dude, it's not happening tonight." Vicky Guerrero comes out. She says, "Hurt or not, Alberto Del Rio is getting his match, and it's starting right now." So they start the match, and even before the bell could ring, you had Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger came out to the ring, and Zeb says that Dolph only won because of Swagger losing at WrestleMania, pretty much, right? Alberto and Swagger brawled, and then this led to something else later in the night. It looks like they're gonna do Jack Swagger versus Dolph Ziggler. They are gonna do that. Booker T confirmed it later in the night. But Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler, and Alberto Del Rio at Extreme Rules. We got to go to a commercial break. When we come back, we'll finish up Monday Night Raw from last night. Rapid fire. We're gonna do that right now.
We can submit rapid-fire questions or comments for our numero dos, as my man just mentioned, by logging on to Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR. Once you get to the top of the list, you see rapid-fire questions and comments. Keep it brief, one line or less, so we can get to as many as possible. Don't answer other people's questions. That's our job. Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR.
There you go. Get over there, do that, and we'll like.
Do we have a poll this week?
Well, do you have one? Do you want to do one? Well, I mean, we can do one.
Let me think off the top of my head. What's the biggest issue in wrestling right now? I can't think of nothing.
Yeah. Anybody in the chat room? You got anything you want us to put up? Any good polls? Anything like that? Well, let us know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You guys figure out a poll during the commercial break, and we'll put it up when we come back on the flip side. Whatever you guys want to do. Also, go submit rapid fire questions like Matty B said. You are listening to WZR Radio with Matt Boone and Ryan Clark. We're going to do, during the commercial break, the WZR Radio version of Fandangoing. So here you go. Put your hands up, right? Put your hands up. Do the thing with your fingers. Do what you got to do. Dun, 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 dun. Ryan Clark, Matt Boone. Gonna be finishing up Monday Night Raw, taking your rapid fire questions, live phone calls as well. Let us finish up Monday Night Raw real quick, and then I'll give out the phone number. I'll give out the phone number for you guys to call up, and keep submitting your rapid fire questions at Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR. Matty Boone, not here. Matty Boone. We'll have to, you know what I'm eating? I made rice-a-roni earlier today.
Yep.
And, that's what I'm eating. A chicken sandwich and rice-a-roni. I tried to, pound as much of this down during the break, but I got a little bit stuck in my teeth. So I'm trying to get it out. We got a lot of people here tonight. We got a lot of people here tonight, Boone.
What we got? We got 80 in the chat room, WZROnline.com. /chat, WZROnline.com/chat. Yeah, I can't ever check the stream numbers anymore, though. The player doesn't load for me. I think I have, like, a Java problem or something.
Most of our downloads come from the archive, you know. I mean, we do the live show on Tuesday night, and a lot of people, I mean, the diehards show up in the chat room, but when we put it up on YouTube, especially if I put the archives up, I need to start doing that more often, you know, putting the archives up on the website. I never do that, you know. Most people know how to find them anyways, you know, the loyal
people. Yeah, our
people.
diehard fans know how to find them if they miss the live show, but you could attract a whole new audience, like you said, if you promoted the archives as its own thing, you know.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll start putting those up on the websites a little bit more here in the coming weeks. We'll see if we can get some even more traffic. All right, let's finish up Monday Night Raw, man. Then we'll take live phone calls. Actually, Here's one. We'll take one phone call. Nope, we won't. All right. We left off with the whole Dolph Ziggler, Alberto Del Rio thing that they did. It was primetime players against Team Hell No. Team Hell No won clean here when Daniel Bryan pinned Darren Young. Poor Darren Young, man. I mean, when the primetime players split and Titus O'Neil eventually takes out Darren Young, I guarantee Darren Young's gone from WWE. He's like he's the jobber of the team. I think it all started with Darren Young back on the announce booth a couple of months ago.
He was on commentary.
Well, he's on commentary.
By the way, Glenn DeViller, I think it is, in the chat room, says I'm mumbling, so I'm going to try to enunciate for you, Mr. Glenn. Thank you very much.
We just smoked some weed tonight?
I smoked a lot of weed, yes. I got the mumble mouth going, so I'm sure he's right. I'm going to work on enunciating more efficiently throughout the rest of the program here.
I got water here tonight, man. I didn't drink any beers this weekend. I haven't done anything, man. You know, I'm sober, man. I'm a sober guy. You know what I mean?
That's how it should be, man. Good for you, brother.
You know, I mean, bottled water is what I got right now. Let's see here. So, primetime players, Team Hell No, Daniel Bryan pinned Darren Young. Like we said, man, it all started back in the announce booth, where even Titus O'Neil was like, dude, defend yourself, man. Say something, you know? What's that commercial? Say something!
That's something! You know what it is? It's the banners with the smiley faces on them online, and if you hover over the face, it goes, say something!
That's what it is, dude. It used to be the banners that we had up on the website, bro. You'd hover over the fucking thing. Say something! And you're like, what?
Sometimes, like, the middle of the night or something, I just reach over and scroll to see what time it is, and I accidentally hit the fucking banner, and it would scare the living shit out of me, because just out of nowhere, say something!
Yo, I haven't seen those in a while,
Ain't nobody got time for that, man.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody motherfucking got time for that.
Yeah, we should vibe out to the song for a minute, I think.
Alright, one, real quick, dude, we, actually...
One verse.
Why the phone thing's not doing what it's supposed to tonight? I don't know what's going. Caller, you're live on. Yeah, it's working. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. It's on your mind tonight.
Hey, Clark and Boone, I got another joke for you.
Yeah, give me it up.
Okay, what did the big bucket say to the little bucket?
What did the big bucket say?
You look a little pale.
Ain't nobody got time for that, dude. What do you want to run?
You didn't like that one?
That was good. You look a little pale, you know.
What's another name for a bucket?
A pail.
What did the big bucket say to the little bucket?
Yeah.
The little bucket.
You know what? I don't like that one, cause you know, sand pail. You know, I don't like the ocean. I don't like the that's.
Oh jeez.
I'm fucking with you. That was good. I like it, dude. I like it.
It's a decent joke. I mean, in the school of Ryan Clark style jokes, that it fits.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful, dude. For a Ryan Clark.
Yeah, it fits right in there. Absolutely.
So, you want to rock out to? We can rock out.
Yeah, man. Let me rock out to our song for a minute.
All right, just for a minute. We'll take a little break here.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody
got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And encore. No encore. All right. We do. Well, that's because you're high as shit.
We might be wearing that one out already.
Would you Smoke up in the break or something, dude? You do sound higher than you did in hour number 1.
Yeah, I spoke a lot. That's why I was late. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. Back to Raw. What did you think of the Ryback video package that they aired, dude? I mean, it was.
The video interview, the promo.
Yeah, the pre-taped.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I mean, it's definitely good for his character because he's not just a great promo, despite what you say or you claim. I think he needs some work there, and the fact that they give the chance to pre-tape where he can do multiple takes, and that's the best they can come up with is kind of bad because I mean that's like his absolute best foot forward, and if that's the best he's got, then his actual live stuff is gonna be even as good.
When he's been out there live, he's done fine. But I mean it was
he's got more intensity, yeah, because he's feeding from the crowd and shit.
Right, but you could tell it was scripted lines. I mean every single line, it was like we're gonna shoot 2 or 3 lines here, and then we're gonna cut, and then
and then like make this kind of mean face, and,
yeah, it was just I don't know, and then not only that, but it went on for like 5 minutes, I mean, it was like a 5-minute long promo. I mean, the basic gist of it was, John Cena never helped him out when he needed. He had been attacked by the Shield multiple times, and John Cena was never there. Well, neither was anybody else, right? Why John Cena? Anybody else on the roster could have come out and helped you out, dude, but for some reason you're targeting John Cena, dude. That's just, that's the angle that they're going with. But yeah, I was just.
Well, he's the champion, so it makes sense. You would want to be the champion. So that's another reason.
Yeah, I guess, but he wasn't the champion when the Shield attacked. Everything he referenced in the promo, John Cena wasn't champion at that time. So, but now he is, I guess, and. Now that's what he wants, So anyways, it was too scripted, man. It was drawn out. Like I said, it went for like 5 minutes. We had Wade Barrett and R-Truth. Wade Barrett hit the Barrett Barrage, the finisher, that he does. And then, on the WWE app, Wade Barrett said that it would give R-Truth a rematch, or a title shot or something like that. We had Team Road Scholars against the Great Khali and Santino Morella. Santino was gold, bro. For a comedy gimmick.
He's fun to watch. He's real fun to watch.
Yeah, he is. He's great, man. For a comedy act, he's got everything. His charisma is really good, man. He's awesome. He's probably one of
perfect for that new morning show they have where they have to be G-rated, not even PG, but they got to be G-rated. That's what I'm thinking. Even though it seems like he might be one of the guys they would cut during spring cleaning this year, he's the perfect guy for that kind of show. So maybe he sticks around.
God, then the train wreck, bro. I mean, it was pretty much a train wreck up until this point, anyways. But Fandango, bro. Jerry Lawler's in the crowd, and they were gonna bring this up.
What does his music sound like when he comes out? I don't even remember. You gotta refresh my memory.
Oh God, you want to hear that again, bro? Come on.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's shooting up the iTunes charts in the United Kingdom, man. Everybody's fandangoing.
It is shooting up the charts in the United Kingdom, but here you go. Did you guys all It's over, buddy. Did you guys all fandango? Did you go fandangoing or whatever we had you do in the break? Whatever the fuck you were doing. So Jerry Lawler comes out, right? And my God, I mean, you knew they were gonna bring this up, right? Because they got a lot of media attention. It was all over the news. It's on the charts, like you said, in the United Kingdom, and the Houston Texans cheerleaders and PETA and everybody else came out and did videos of this, right?
They did a big montage of all that shit too, like you said, and they had actually a lot of other clips too that we didn't even mention. So yeah, it is like a little Macarena, fucking Gangnam Style. I mean, on a much smaller scale, but it's that kind of a thing. You know what I mean? It's become a thing.
Yeah. So you knew they were going to capitalize off that. They were going to
Shake.
They were going to mention it. Yeah, it's basically the new Harlem Shake or the new what's the Psy, the guy Psy that did the Psy, dude. He just had the not the Harlem Shake, the other one before that.
Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style, right? Gangnam Style, that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah. Gangnam Style.
Oh, God. Oh, it's terrible. That's so played out now too, man. They all get
I
played
know.
out, you know.
I hate that fucking commercial too. It's like a peanut commercial and dancing like a retard. In it.
Yeah,
I hate
yeah.
it.
So, anyways, so Jerry Lawler comes out, and they, like you said, they aired the video package, and Lawler comes out and he brings out Fandango. And a couple of fans, like there was a small group of fans that tried to, as the theme was playing, they tried to get something going, but the crowd was dead. Nobody, took after that small group. And then you knew that the whole point of this whole promo and Jerry Lawler being out there was to get everybody to go fandangoing. That was, that's the new thing, right? They failed miserably last night, dude. So it all comes down to Fandango wants them to say his name correctly, and the crowd can't do it, so they can all go Fandango themselves. Go fuck yourselves, go Fandango yourselves, right? And he winds up walking out. I talked about this earlier, man. Problem I have is you can't bring a heel out to the ring and you want crowds. Okay, if it was a baby face, yeah, the crowd may do. I mean, last night's crowd was dead no matter what, but if it's a baby face and they may have a better shot, they're going to have a better shot of getting the crowd along with them. But the point of a baby face is to have the crowd boo the hell out of you, okay? Not to sing and dance along with you. You're a heel, man. You're a heel. The crowd's supposed to boo you, and here you are, or here WWE and Vince is, saying, well, this guy's a heel, but yet we want him to come to the ring and we want everybody to chant along and sing with him. No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, So that's...
I guess he's trying to be portrayed as a heel, and definitely with his promos, he's trying to establish that even more. But the fact that his gimmick is, it's like a Santino gimmick where it's fun and the crowd has participation in it, where they chant and dance and sing along and shit. They have their role they're supposed to fulfill in the act.
All right, but
their role is like it's like a babyface thing, and then he's talking like a heel, so it's contradictory. But I don't know. It depends. I mean, it depends on if they have a plan that we're not aware of. Maybe they have a reason.
All right, but
obviously after last week's Raw, it would have been the wise, especially with all the media attention mainstream that he got. It would have been the smart thing to do to just switch him to babyface.
Yeah, but
he's got like an established heel already. It wouldn't be too late to switch him.
You're
so
right.
Maybe they have a reason that they're not switching him.
For everybody calling right now, man, we're not taking live phone calls just yet. Give us a couple more minutes. We're gonna get through rapid fires.
The one kid wanted to call in with another joke. I know he's calling.
All right. Just give us a couple minutes, and then we'll pick up your phone calls, guys. The problem, I mean, you just referenced, Fandango similar to a Santino Marella character. I mean, Santino Marella right now is a babyface. Not only that, but when he does his comedy routine, he doesn't go up to, baby faces and do it. He goes up to heels, man, and makes an ass out of himself, like Vicky Guerrero or Brad Maddox or people like that. He gets caught doing stupid shit by the heels, and then the heels beat the piss out of him. So I
was agreeing with you. I was saying Fandango is trying to be a heel, but he has that Santino edge to his character where the crowd gets to participate in a babyface kind of way. So yeah, I was agreeing with you. Like that's why it's hard for him to be a good heel, because he's so over with the fun, goofy shit with the crowd.
They had Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger. It was originally supposed to be, Del Rio against Dolph Ziggler. They showed clips backstage. Del Rio had gotten attacked earlier in the night. They showed him back in the training room. So check this out, man. Dolph Ziggler, I mean, we talked about him, cashing in Money in the Bank and all the losses leading into that, because it wasn't going to matter after he, cashed in and won the world title at WrestleMania, or the Raw after WrestleMania. He's going to be champion, so all those losses, would pretty much be forgotten about. He lost last night on Raw, man. The world champion lost to Jack Swagger on Raw, man. So another loss.
Yeah, that was a weird. Why do you think they did that?
I don't know. I don't know. Even though he's still champion, Flamestyle in the chat room says it, man. Ziggler's still jobbing even as champion. It's like, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, like we said, he had the briefcase, so having him job so many times, you could defend it in the sense that he had to get a jail-free card, like we said. But now that he's used it, he can't pile up a bunch of losses again, because you're supposed to be building championship momentum. is a legit champion. He's not a fucking loser on a weekly basis still, and they seem to still be doing that. So.
Yeah. CM Punk made his return to WWE. Basically, came out, crowd booed him out of the building. Actually, there was some cheers. CM Punk's got that mixed reaction too. You know what I mean? Where Cena's got the mixed reaction that they don't want. And CM Punk's got it too, where CM Punk's supposed to be a mega heel, yet he's still got that small group of fans that cheer for him.
No matter how much Cena sucks up to the crowd, they're going to boo the shit out of him. Yeah. No matter how much CM Punk shits on the crowd, they're going to cheer the hell out of him.
So he walks off, right? And, I brought this up earlier, man. I'm just saying, man, WWE gets their ideas from somewhere, man, whether it be a national story, the whole Zeb Coulter storyline with Jack Swagger. That's pretty much based off a luchador that, was using the gimmick on the indie scene, and WWE copied it, basically ripped it off, and gave us their own version. I feel like it's the same thing with WWE. I mean, WWE's creative team, they sit in rooms, and they come up with things that are, real life, pretty much. Things that are on the news, things that they've seen, wherever they go. Say a creative writer goes to a festival or anywhere, a movie or something like that over the weekend, and then they come to Monday Night Raw with an idea that they saw from that movie or from that festival or from wherever they went.
They see something cool, they try to incorporate it into their own world.
Right. So yeah, exactly. So CM Punk, I mean, the guy's injured, right? He's going to be taking time off here in the coming weeks. He's not going to London on the tour, despite, even some advertising. I don't know if he's still advertised or not, but he's not going to be on that tour, and in place of him is going to be The Undertaker, which is interesting, and I think the reason they're doing that is Taker, I believe, is going to be in a match at Extreme Rules, so why not just keep it going, work WrestleMania, work, a couple more weeks. It's going to be tag team matches anyways, so his workload's not going to be all that much. Most of the other guys in the match are going to be doing the work.
They can shoulder a lot of the load. But what do you think about Undertaker working? Like, he has the match on Raw next week, right? And then he's got, Raw, and then Extreme Rules, like you said. He used to be a once-a-year WrestleMania performer, and now he's dusting off the wrestling boots, and he's actually working a little bit. What do you think the reason behind that is?
Well, I think the reason, like I said, man, is he's going to be working Extreme Rules, and he just wrestled at WrestleMania, so they're going to keep him around from pretty much.
But why?
But why? Just basically to stay on top of, to stay on top of his game. I mean, he took an entire year off.
No, I mean, there's got to be a functioning, like, who's the other? It's going to be CM Punk? But it's the Shield, right? So I guess he's sticking around to help get Shield over?
Well, not only that, but CM Punk's a major draw on the tours, as a top name. So send Taker out. Not only that, but he's going to be there until Extreme Rules. So kind of keep him in shape, keep him up on things, and have him in matches so that the Extreme Rules match will be just as good as previous matches that he's been in. There's no sense bringing him in at WrestleMania and then taking him off TV for 4 weeks. You've got to build Extreme Rules as it is, so keep him around and build a big.
I meant more of my question was, why bring him back at Extreme Rules? Like, usually he only works the one pay-per-view a year. I know they want to keep him fresh up until Extreme Rules, so the match at Extreme Rules is good, but why have him do the match at Extreme Rules?
Well, probably. Well, either that or to get the Shield over, no doubt, to have him work, to have the Shield work in a match with a veteran guy like The Undertaker, somebody that could put him over. And not only that, but CM Punk is going to, or is going to be taking time off, so maybe that's part of the reason.
That's probably it. Yeah, another big name.
Yeah, another big name to fill that void. To fill that void. Yeah. Then we had Nikki Bella and Caitlyn. The thing here, man, is Jerry Lawler, kept talking about the bigger one, right? And we know that Nikki Bella had breast implants, but after the match was over, man, all right, after the match was over, you had Brie Bella got in the ring, right? And they were side by side, and they weren't talking last night about the breast implants. That is not what they were talking about. If you looked, and you could clearly see, all right, Nikki Bella has gained a lot of weight over the past couple of weeks. Look at them side by side. If you guys have a replay of Raw, when Brie Bella got in the ring and they were celebrating after the match was over, and they both got up on the turnbuckles, right? You look, no, she's not pregnant, Mudge Man. She wouldn't be working a match. She wouldn't be working. She wouldn't be.
This. What was she wearing? Because sometimes when you big ass tits.
They're not gonna.
Like you're bigger in other areas.
They're not gonna send a pregnant woman into the ring. Come on, guys. No, she's not pregnant. Trish Stratus is though. But no, I mean she's gained a lot of weight, man. You can look from. I'm talking from the legs to the stomach, all the way up to the face,
She's
man.
Bigger all the way around,
She's bigger all the way around, and they clearly, Jerry Lawler was clearly referencing that. At first, I thought it was all right. The breast implants, no doubt. We know that Nikki went out. We know that she got breast implants. And then after it was over, I'm looking at them side by side in the ring, and I'm like, wow, you know what? This is Nikki Bella is a big girl right now. Not huge, not fat or anything like that, but she's gained a lot of weight, man. It's clear. I'm not trying to be.
What's going on with them? Usually twins are so. I mean, especially identical twins are so identical. Strangely enough, I told you my brother Steven and my cousin Nikki is in town. Nikki, like Nikki Bella, but he's a guy. He has an identical twin brother Nate, and they're identical twins. But you can easily tell the two apart. Like there's just different shit about it. Like now you got Nikki Bella getting tits, but Brie Bella doesn't. Nikki Bella is gaining all his weight, but Brie Bella isn't. What the fuck? What kind of twins are they? Fake ass twins and shit. That makes no damn sense. They're supposed to be the same thing. That's what identical means.
Then what kind of fake ass twin friends you got, motherfucker? They don't look like each other either. So what kind of fake motherfuckers are they?
That's what I'm saying. They're fake ass twins too. They're making me sick. I'm supposed to be confused by the two. I can tell them apart easily.
There's always a bigger twin, man. There's always one that's a little bit bigger, and there's always I mean, what do you want?
They got like different their faces are different. Shit,
what do you want? Like a fucking clone, dude? You want an exact clone? What are you looking for?
Identically. You're supposed to be able to switch them up and not even know, like the old wrestling trick where they'd have one guy laying in the ring and then he would be hurt, so the other guy would switch him out. He'd lay down like he's hurt, but then the second the heel would
That's what they did last night. That's what they did. Brie Bella came in. They did the switcheroo type thing that they do.
They did the twin switch?
Yeah, that's what happened last night. Anyways, whatever, dude. We had
shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty!
I love that. All right. We had, and then John Cena calls out Ryback, right? Cena comes out to the ring and he wants Ryback. The whole idea here was the Shield came down and, you know, they acted like they came to the ring. John Cena was in the ring. Ryback was on the outside. So the Shield comes in and they attack John Cena, and Ryback stands on the outside of the ring, and everybody's thinking, well, is he going to help John Cena? Well, no, he's not, because if you remember the promo that they set up earlier in the night, John Cena never came out. John Cena never helped Ryback. So why would Ryback?
I didn't even put that together.
So why?
Shit. I thought he was just being the heel.
No. So why would Ryback go in and help John Cena when you put two?
Right.
You put two and two together. Cena never helped Ryback. Ryback's not going to help Cena, and it's eventually going to set up to a match between the two at Extreme. That's the whole reason they did the promo earlier in the night, so they could set up the main event.
I'm retarded. I didn't even put that together.
Yeah. So, anyways, but they're gonna do. You know, there was a weird segment where they showed the Shield backstage. It was like they shot backstage and they showed the Shield, and then shot right back to the ring in the middle of the promo. That wasn't a botch.
It was an accident.
No, it wasn't, dude. It wasn't a botch, man. It was a setup.
No, just one quick glimpse like that. That has to be a
one clip glimpse. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it was an accident.
And then 10 minutes later they finally came out.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
You're
right. It was. You guys are right. You guys are absolutely right.
They didn't show shit. Yeah,
because
they
wouldn't have wanted anyone to know that the Shield was coming out anyways, man. During the middle of the John Cena promo. Yeah. You guys are absolutely right. It was a complete botch, and it was very brief, man.
Yeah, my buddy pointed it out. He said, "Yo, did you see that?" I said, "Wait, yeah, what the fuck was that?" And I said, "Well, if they come out in a second, then that's probably just like a cool."
Well, you know what it is?
They've
got like, you know, between 5 and 10 cameras out at ringside, and the guy controlling the camera basically hits a button, and when you hit that button, you're on, and then it switches back and forth.
He picks camera 1, camera 3,
right,
camera 6,
and it's just
whatever shot he wants.
It's just bing, 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 and whoever's controlling that, whoever's in control of that, fucked up a little early and showed the Shield up in the crowd, you know, coming through a little bit earlier than it should have been. So, all right, so that was Monday Night Raw from last night. Now we'll get
That's the whole
into.
show?
That's it, man.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah, that's it, man. I
thought it was mediocre at best, and maybe a 4 out of 10 or 3 out of 10.
maybe like a 4 out of 10 or a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, that was
it
good timing. Well, what school letter grade would you give it? I would say probably C minus, actually. Maybe a C.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Maybe I'll go C minus. You know, C minus, no doubt.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do rapid fire and live phone calls. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What up?
Hey, Ryan, I just had a suggestion for the poll.
Let's do it.
Put up on. All right, how many seconds would it take Matt Boone to kick Ryan Clark's ass?
Ah, this
Yeah!
this motherfucker, man. This
oh my
motherfucker.
God, dude, I swear to God, in the back of my mind, I was like, I hope he's setting up a fucking Boone will kick Clark's ass joke as a poll. I swear I was thinking that. I was like, but he never, there's no way he's clever enough. And then boom, there he was. That was fucking brilliant.
That was,
Brilliant.
yeah, that was pretty good, man. I didn't expect it. And you know what? I'll be honest with you right now. He said, hey, Ryan, I'm thinking about a poll. I loaded, because I do my polls in Internet Explorer.
Oh, so you were gonna
So-
put it right up. Oh.
So I loaded up the web browser, and I clicked the link for the online poll.
Did you actually
and
start
then-
writing how many?
No, I got it. I got
God.
it to the point. I got it to the point where I clicked the poll link and it was coming up, and bang, he drills me with that, man. Ouch,
That was
man.
a fucking Mike Tyson left hook to the jaw.
Wow,
dude.
that's pretty good, man. That's pretty
That was
good.
the call of the night. Nothing. I dare somebody to top it. The whole idea now, make it a game with the Army. The whole idea, you could pick Brian, he'll kick my ass, or I'll kick his ass.
No, we need legitimate phone call.
Let me finish.
We did this
The
game
is
last
disguise
week, man. We did this game.
Disguise.
Yeah.
No, disguise it. No. Don't have everybody call up saying I can kick your ass, you can kick my ass. But disguise it. Try and hide it. And not
Oh my
see it
god,
coming.
dude. Now we're not gonna get any real phone calls, man. We're gonna have all these fucking
we only got
pranksters.
20 minutes left.
We gotta do rapid. Yo, you got a real question, bro? Give me a real question. Fuck this motherfucker.
It's Wade calling from Canada.
What up, man?
Well, unlike the rest of the chat, I very
Uh,
much enjoyed your sing-along to Ain't Got No Time for That.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But my question is, do you think Creative will add a fourth member to the Shield this year? And also, I was wondering if you think Boone could give you the...
No.
Yeah,
You get cut the fuck off, motherfucker.
Oh, what an asshole. You're an asshole, dude. Why would you cut him off?
I heard. And by the way, Boone something another.
You're gonna scare. Hey Ryan, you're gonna scare away the callers, dude. You're gonna scare away the callers.
So would you answer the man's call? Yeah. Fourth member of the Shield or what? We're gonna get one.
I mean, CM Punk could always join and be the leader. I mean, they could do that, but I don't think they will.
I think they're gonna keep him as a trio for right now. You know, I think that's.
And maybe they split up eventually. I don't think they had.
Yeah. Caller, you are live on WZR Radio. What's up?
All right. You're not saying it wrong. It is.
He fandangoed us. We got fandangoed.
Yeah, I know, Solon. Just let it fucking sit out there in the open airways and let it just die a slow death while everybody hears it. What the fuck was that?
I wish I had a crickets
I
thing.
could have told it. I could have
Right?
laughed, and you could. Yeah.
I need a crickets thing. I have the thing right here. We want to do.
Yeah, you do need to get a cricket sound good. Is that a cricket?
No, it's fandango. It's I've got it on the on the sound, but we do need some crickets. We need you saying I'll kick your ass in 2 seconds. That's what we need. We need crickets. We need Boone saying I'll kick your ass in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, caller, you're live on WZR.
And then like a hey now and a oh yeah and stuff like that.
Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, buddy, got one more joke for you.
All right.
Why did the cookie go to the hospital? Because he felt crummy.
I love it. Yes, I love it, dude. Why'd the cookie go to the hospital? Because he felt crummy. You get it? Crummy cookies.
Oh God.
Jeez.
Yeah, I got a better joke for you. How many seconds would it take Boone to kick your ass?
That's a good one.
2, motherfucker.
Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
This is Julie.
Hello, Julie.
Julie.
I gotta know, which one of you is the hotter one?
Oh God, come on. That's no contest.
We're both on Facebook. It's pretty obvious.
It is pretty obvious. I mean, look at me. I'm a sexy beast, man. Look at Boone, dude. I put up a photo of Boone just a couple of days ago on Facebook. What an ugly bastard you are, man.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I know about that.
I think it's Clark. Yeah, I think it's Clark.
Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Julie. You're pretty cute.
The woman clearly has vision problems.
Vision
I don't
problems.
want to speculate what they might be. Maybe she needs glasses. I don't know. I'm not here to judge.
I'll have to go check Julie out up on Facebook, man. I'll check it out.
I think she might be cute, actually, too, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm sure she's
like Swanpool or some shit.
sure she's a beautiful young lady. You know? She thinks I'm
hot.
hot.
You'll never meet, you'll never touch, and yeah.
What about Tiffany, dude? You ain't never gonna see or meet her again.
Oh,
you ain't never gonna touch her again. Oh, that's a love blow.
You throw out names like
yeah. Here we go.
What was that blonde bitch's name?
Look at her. He's heartbroken.
Sarah.
He's heartbroken. Get out of here, dude. Fuck you.
Was it Sarah? Is that the name?
You heartbroken, dude?
Didn't she?
You heartbroken, motherfucker?
What was her name?
Jenna, bro, Jenna,
that's it, Jenna, yeah.
Yeah,
everybody fucking make fun of Jenna.
Yeah, right. Tiffany the Tits, dude. Tiffany the Tits is no more. Call her, you're live on
Vagina.
Call her, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, I got a joke to put Steven's jokes to shame.
Let me get it.
All right, did you hear about the concert? It's only 45-cent ticket.
45-cent tickets for a concert? Nope, didn't hear about it.
Yeah. 50 Cent featuring Nickelback.
Hey!
You get a Nickelback.
You get the you get the 50 cent in the Nickelback. That's a good one. Not bad.
It's 45-cent tickets. Did you know why? Because you're going to see 50 Cent and Nickelback. Yeah, that's all right.
That's a good one. Caller, you're live. Yeah, that's a good one. I liked it, dude. These are all good jokes tonight. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Yo, what up? This is Tower 542, and I got a question for Matt Boone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yo, why you such a faggot, bro?
Oh.
Why am I such a faggot? Oh, that's not fucking nice words to say. I'll kick your ass in 2 seconds. I know that.
Dude, come and fight me, man. Come and fight me, boo.
Your story. You gonna come and fight me with your accent, your tough guy accent? You run this show. What show's that? What show's that?
I run WZR Radio. I run this show. Well, my name's Tyler
you run the show where you call in and you talk shit for a couple seconds, then you hang up and fucking nobody remembers you for the rest of their life. Who's a faggot now, bitch?
Posted it on Twitter. You a faggot, bro.
Hey, I'll fucking smack you and then go have a light snack like nothing happened, alright? You don't know who you're talking to, buddy. You just calm down over there. Hey, you need to have your jaw go in the rest position, homeboy. Ain't nobody trying to hear your voice no more. Cease speaking. Hang up your phone. 15 seconds is up. Who sounds like a fag now? I can't even hit high notes like that.
I cut him off, dude. You know what though? Here, I always tell you about this stuff. See, you're louder than me, and you are louder than the callers, right? So like when you
I didn't speak a little
no, you didn't though. You didn't because you gotta like go back and forth. Like when you're having an argument, like we get in this too. No, wait. So you're cutting me off. You're cutting me off. You're cutting me off.
More than one insult, because then he wins the argument.
All right, now listen.
That's Jeopardy. I can't hear it.
That's the Jeopardy theme. So listen, because you do it to me too, right? You do it to me, where I'll be talking and then you'll just cut in and you'll keep talking and talking and talking and talking. And like if I talk at the same time, you keep talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. Because see, you're doing it again. You're doing it again. So listen. So when the callers call up, you gotta go back and forth, bro. You gotta let him have 30 seconds and then you get 30 seconds. No, wait a minute. You give him 30 seconds, and then you get 30 seconds, and then he gets 30 seconds, and then you go back and forth. You can cut it. You can cut. Yes.
Listen, you're making perfect sense if it's a fucking conversation, dude. When a guy is pulling insults, one-liner insults,
he wasn't though.
You don't stop and let him. you don't stop and let him get 8 insults in just to let him talk. When you hear that all he's doing is saying different insults,
No.
you fire your own insults back.
No,
and
no.
Yeah, my mic's louder, and I take advantage of that.
No,
shit.
wait a minute. When you were talking, he wasn't talking. He waited for you to stop talking, and then when he tried to get a word in, you immediately jumped in and got him again, and then he waited for you. Then he waited.
Don't listen to the tape, dude. I would stop talking, and then he would start talking shit. So I would cut him off and talk shit back. I wouldn't. If he was actually, he never made a point at any point in the call. What the fuck were we talking
You
about?
didn't allow him to make a
The
point.
entire time.
You didn't allow him to make any points.
I didn't allow him. He went straight on the offensive. He said, "How come he's such a faggot?" That was his fucking question.
Oh, Jesus, dude. Call your lie. You get the fuck out of here. Call your lie.
Hey, Boone.
Hey, how you doing?
It's me. It's Kay Shogi in the chat, man.
What's
I got
up?
a question.
Sure.
Who will be the next guest on WZR? And I also brought this up later in the chat. When is iTunes going to be updated?
iTunes, I'm gonna have to talk to Daniel Humphreys, and as far as guests are concerned, we normally don't have guests, but I mean we can book some people, you know. It's up to you guys, man.
Yeah, if we ever want to do interviews, we can, but we like to. It takes up too much time of the show. We only get 2 hours, and as you can see, we scrunch it in as it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean every week we go long. Turn those speakers down. I can't take it if you don't turn the speakers down. We need to do rapid fire. We'll do these real quick so we can get out of here on time tonight because we're gonna have SmackDown spoilers as well. All right, here we go. 30 rapid fire questions. Ranjit Kahal, you good guy, does a lot of work for us. UFC on Fox 7. Benson Henderson versus Gilbert Melendez and Daniel Cormier versus Frank Mir. Your picks. And later on, Ronda Rousey versus Kat Zingano, your pick. All right, Gilbert Melendez, Daniel Cormier, and Ronda Rousey.
I'll go Benson Henderson, Daniel Cormier, and Ronda Rousey.
Justin Nestor, Ryan, I am having sex right now in the pool. Would you like to join in? Fuck no, you homo. Get out of here. Glenn Tyler, DeVilliver. Do you think Rock's grudge at WWE is due to Foley's situation with the Hall of Fame ceremony? No, it has to do with more than that, man. More than, nothing to do with Foley.
What happened at the Hall of Fame? What are we talking about?
Well, Foley kind of got the snubbed, man. They really cut him down on
Foley.
TV.
Okay.
Yeah. Brock Flugger, Mac isn't here right now, so I'll fill in for him and say PWSforums.com. That's the official forums. WZR, PWS, TNA Wrestling News, MMAScoops.com, TheWrestlingAnswer.com. It's a great forum. We have tons of members over there. You guys should check it out. If you guys are into forums and you know you like commenting with other members, go sign up, man. PWSforums.com. It's an awesome forum. Tommy Colossi, CM Punk story, HBK lost his smile or Rock going home spoof. CM Punk story, HBK lost smile or Rock going home spoof. What's that mean?
What was the question? Start over? I wasn't paying attention to you.
CM Punk story, HBK lost smile or Rock going home spoof.
What about them? Read the opening line, I mean.
That's it. CM Punk story, HBK.
I thought he said something. What was more or something?
There must be some videos or something like that are out there, spoofs on The Rock going home, Shawn Michaels losing his smile, or the CM Punk story.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shawn Michaels losing his smile was an excuse not to drop the title or to lose the job the title out. He just forfeited it.
I got a good one, bro. Muhid Mudgeman Mia. A joke for you.
What?
I got a joke for you. He's got a joke for you. What's brown and sticky?
What's brown and sticky? I don't know what's brown and sticky.
A stick!
Oh, jeez. That's stupid. Are you kidding me? That's the dumbest one I've heard all my life.
All right, dude. That's stupid, he says.
No,
Are these supposed to be not stupid jokes? Of course they're stupid, bro.
Even in the scale of stupid jokes, that's like not even a joke. How is that a joke? What's brown and sticky? A stick?
What's brown and sticky? He's got you bleeding.
What's red and rocky? A rock. I mean, that's retarded. That's not a joke.
Louis Dawn, do you think WWE knows its main events have become so predictable and that's why they've had so many surprises, such as Kofi and R-Truth last night? Listen, man, Kofi Kingston was not a surprise, man. I put that up on Facebook before. You knew the title change was coming there, man. They're not high on Cesaro, you know? R-Truth, there were no surprises. I mean, it was an upset of Wade Barrett. I don't think they're going to do a title change, though, especially not next week in London. Anthony Remy, why are they doing the Shield versus Taker, Kane, Daniel Bryan next week on Raw? Will they do an angle where they have a match at Extreme Rules? I was thinking they were going to do it at Extreme Rules too, but they're doing it on Raw next week. You know, ratings are down. I guess try to pop a rating.
Doesn't Taker a definite for Extreme Rules?
Not a definite. No.
Okay. You said it earlier like it was a matter of fact. I didn't know if it was confirmed or not.
Well, here's another one that, you know, you said, you know, what's red and hard or whatever, dude, and you said a rock, or right? Muhid Mudgeman, what's pink and fluffy? Pink fluff. This is terrible. Kyle Brooks, when you first reported the Rock story that Ranjit sent, which one did Ranjit send? It wasn't the one from yesterday. I knew something was wrong. Oh, you're talking about the one where he was being tough to work with, right? Backstage from a couple of weeks
Leading
ago.
into WrestleMania.
Right. Was wrong since I knew something was wrong since the article said Rock was unhappy going into WrestleMania, and I'm still not buying the injury stuff. Do you think he'll show up at Extreme Rules? No, he's definitely injured, man, and I don't believe he's going to be.
Showing up at Extreme Rules, no.
Yeah, he's probably not going to be there. I know his new movie's coming up. I think he would have still been available or would have traveled back here to work Extreme Rules. If not for the injury. Those were the original plans for him to work Extreme Rules. He was on the advertising as well. Not that that matters, that can always change, but he was originally booked for Extreme Rules. Whether that meant, you know, if he was overseas flying back for a weekend or something like that, he was originally booked. So,
I don't think we're gonna see him for a while, which is weird because usually you get the goodbye promo, which we didn't get.
Nothing.
See in a little while
No,
but I don't.
Something's. I'm telling you, man. He's not happy. He's not happy, and that's the reason.
That's what I'm saying. My point was, I don't think he's going to be back for a while. I think he's taking his big break. Maybe he'll be back WrestleMania time, maybe an appearance or two, but I don't think he's going to be back for a while.
Just bring it, bitch!
He's not. Yeah, he ain't going to be back for quite some time. Let me see. Any from
What's up with Ric Flair, dude?
Ric Flair. What about him?
When is he ever going to come in and be a manager for somebody or do anything regularly with WWE or what's going on?
He was backstage at Raw last night, but wasn't used. You know, basically just there visiting friends. They had plans for him. Remember, they had plans for him going into WrestleMania. The 2 weeks prior to WrestleMania and then the week after WrestleMania, they had plans for him, and you know, he had the blood clot. He was backstage at Raw. We had that whole story where they sent him home.
He's probably still mourning too, his son and everything.
Yeah. It's been a rough time for him. Any updates on Christian, and is that jobber Bo Dallas finally gone? Bo Dallas is still employed by WWE as of right now, and Christian has been cleared to return sooner than later, very soon. To be honest,
How long do you think till we have spring cleaning? By the way.
Yeah, I was wondering that earlier today too, man. You know, normally they wait a couple weeks until after WrestleMania.
They got the tour they got to do in England. I'm sure there's advertising that they have. Yeah.
Every year after the tour, man, they wait until after the tour, and then it's normally that following week or about 2 weeks after the tour, man, because that tour happens every year after WrestleMania. Yeah. It'll be coming after the tour. Once they get back in the United States, I think they're gonna go through and clean house. Maybe, you know, 1 or 2 weeks after the tour. We'll see, man.
What do you think about maybe 10 to a dozen guys? How many do you think is getting the axe?
I don't know. We didn't have any last year, you know. So I mean,
but they had the Senate thing going on, right?
Yeah, they're getting rid of a bunch this year. I promise. I don't want to promise, but I'm guessing there's going to be a bunch that are going to be gone. Jason McGee. So yeah, Christian's going to be back very soon, man. Sooner than later. As soon as they come up with something for him, he'll be back. He's ready to go. Jason McGee. When are you shipping out the T-shirts? And remember, Tiffany the Tits Tuesday. I do remember Tiffany the Tits Tuesday. Unfortunately, we can't have that anymore. And the guy on the other end of this headset is just heartbroken over it. So I don't even want to mention her. I don't want to bring her name up. Poor guy. Listen to him. He's no-selling me. Nothing from him. He's depressed. Nothing. I got nothing. Silence. Poor guy. I don't feel bad one bit. You motherfucker. Jason McGee. Anyways, when are you shipping the T-shirts? Hello? Matty Boone? Wow, you dumb fuck. He must have gone away. When am I shipping the t-shirts out? I got 6 orders right now. There's a couple more that are coming in the mail, and I'm going to try to get them out all at one time. But I do have all your money. Let me see here. James Lehman, I've got your money. Oh God, I'd have to go. Alicia Perry, I've got your money. Who else?
There we go.
Alicia, that's Alicia. Yeah, I've got everybody's money here. So, all you guys that sent them, I'll send them out as soon as possible. Nilsa Hernandez, is it possible to see Batista within the next few weeks? And if so, who would they have him feud with? They're in early talks with Batista. Nothing's confirmed, but I think we're gonna see him back sooner than later. Just don't know when.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, just don't know when, but I don't think it's going to be in the next couple of weeks. I think it's early negotiations. He wants a lot of money.
And how
gonna
old is he too? I mean, how much longer can he do a
he's in his
physical schedule?
He's in his 40s, bro. He's in his 40s.
Yeah, he's older than people think.
Flame style in the chat room. SummerSlam, yeah, that sounds more likely. You know, a big pay-per-view, something like that.
Yeah, where they want something big for a big pay-per-view. That would make perfect sense.
Let me see here. Jordan the Champ Paveo. Did you hear Jerry Lawler talk about how one Bella twin is clearly bigger than the other one? LMAO. Yeah, I did, man. We talked about it earlier.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah.
Nikki's way bigger. She really is all around too. I mean, from the legs to the head. You know, she's a lot bigger. Stephen Grabayek. Cool joke earlier. That was awesome, bro. Hey, Clark, do you think that was a good joke that he called up, man? He called up and gave us, it was the,
Oh, yeah, the caller had a good joke or two. The rapid fire joke.
Ew, what do you call the cheese that's not yours? Nacho cheese!
That was great. I like that one. And in the school of Clark jokes. I mean, obviously it's a dumb joke, but...
We got, Buffalo Bills, Stephen Grabayek. Hey, Clark, do you think the Buffalo Bills will draft Geno Smith? P.S. Love the show. Thanks, for the support of the show. Geno Smith, I don't know. Who's Geno Smith? Is that a quarter? I've heard the name. Quarterback? I don't know. Alicia loves Perry Wrestling. Clark is greater than Boone. WZR Army is awesome. I love you. Thank you for that. I needed
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
I need it. And you know what? I have Alicia Perry. You see? Alicia loves... Listen to this. Alicia loves Wrestling Perry. She says, first of all, Clark is greater than Boone, which I love. Not only that, but I got money from Alicia, and I got a note. Here is the money for my WZR t-shirt with a little extra. Wait a minute. With a little extra for shipping. Huh? Nice woman. She sent me some extra money for the shipping cost. I would like a size. She lists the size that she wants. But if you don't have that size, I'll take this, and we'll be fine. Also,
she lists the size she wants. What size is that?
It's none of your business. None of nobody's business.
What size is it?
She also said, it's a medium. It's a medium. Also included.
Oh, shit, it's a medium.
It's a medium. Also included is a WZR Army dog. You're such a fucking douchebag. Also included is a WZR Army dog scarf for Reggie. Not sure if he will wear it, but I made it for my dog Tucker. So she sent a scarf.
Wait. She sent you a WZR scarf?
No, it's the thing you put on your head. What do you put on your head?
Yeah.
Do-rag for Reggie. And I put it up.
Take a picture of it. Yeah, put it on Facebook.
Right, I put it on Facebook. If you actually followed my Facebook, you would have seen this a couple of days ago. I took a photo. She sent a photo of Tucker with the WZR radio, hanker, do-rag type thing on, and she sent one for Reggie. It says right on it, WZR radio, Army dog, Reggie. And I put the bandana on the you called it a do-rag. It's a bandana, that's what it is. Calls it
He
a
called it do-rag, too.
what was it? Do-rag, bro? Who came up?
Yeah, he called it do-rag.
Who came up with yeah, I'm gonna put this do-rag on my head. What the?
Google it, motherfucker. People used to call them do-rags all the time.
Who came up with a do-rag? I'm gonna put this do-rag on my.
They used to call it do-rag.
I don't care if it's a true story or not, dude. You call it a do-rag? Who came up with that? It's a bandana.
What kind of rag can you do? A do-rag. I just made a joke for you. Now you can fucking enjoy the word again.
Oh, great
It's a do-rag.
joke. It's a fucking. I know. I've heard of do-rag before. Obviously, I've heard of it, dude. But it's a bandana. So anyway.
You sound like you're on the fucking rag right now. Get to the goddamn rapid fire. We got spoilers.
A wash rag. Somebody brings up wash rag. Christopher Brown, two quick things. Number one is CM Punk walkout, a potential lead into his coming back as a babyface. A lot of people have been asking that, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he does come back as a babyface. You know, he's got a mixed reaction already. It all depends on how long he's off TV. You know, if it's a couple of months where they give him a long break, yeah, they could bring him back as a babyface. But it's only a week or two.
They gotta do the switch based on the Paul Heyman factor. Have him side with Brock Lesnar too much. Punk gets jealous, turns on him, or they turn on Punk and beat him down. You know, do that to make him a face.
Yeah. So what's number two? Is it safe to say that based on what we saw last night, that Ryback is leaning more towards a heel than a tweener / babyface?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's safe to say that because John Cena, like it or not, is more over in most cities, especially when they're down south or out west as a babyface. They come to the Northeast or Canada, he's booed out of the building.
I think his gimmick is almost exactly like Goldberg in that he's not a heel or a face. He's just a guy that whoever's in front of him, he's gonna beat the fuck out of him. But the way he's going about it seems heelish. You know what I mean? But I guarantee you, if he was working with a heel right now, he could do the same exact program and he would be a face. I think it's just the way his character is. He's a monster that doesn't give a fuck who you are.
Why can't we? We can never get out of here on time. Ever, bro. Ever.
Right? Ever. Never.
And there's still like 20 rapid fire questions to go to. So.
We can't do all those. Come on, dude.
All right, I'll pick the good ones, and then we'll get to the rest of it. What do you think of Arturo Velasquez? What do you think of current TNA storyline? We'll do them quick, man. What do you think of current TNA storylines? I think Impact's been really good as of late. Boone doesn't watch. Justin Nestor. Justin Nestor, did you watch Raw last night? JBL talking about the Bella Twins size. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. He wants to know what part of the Bella Twins would you like to own? The tits, the vagina, or the ass? I love ass, dude. I'm all about ass, man. Love ass.
I'll take the vagina then.
Well, wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. I want to stick my.
No brainer, I would think.
Yeah, I want to stick.
Now, you could have. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
What would you have with the vagina? Tits or ass? That would be
the ass.
Yeah. I'm an ass man myself.
You don't really have a vagina without the ass because the vagina connects to the ass. The tits are
but that all connects to the tits too. I mean, there's a torso in between.
Yeah, I want something to stick my dick in, dude. So I'm going the vagina. But if I got the vagina and then I got the tits of the ass, I'm going with the ass. So you'd go with the ass?
Same thing.
You're saying the tits, right?
Same pick. I take the vagina and then the ass as my arse break.
Yeah, no doubt. I wonder why you're not picking the tits. Does that have anything to do with Tiffany and the tits?
Oh, jeez. How many times get that in my face? Fucking Jenna, where's she at? On my dick.
Yeah, buddy. I'll bet she is.
She's swallowing 7.5 inches of fucking manhood as we speak.
Manhood. Is that what it is, dude? 7.5 inches. All right, Jake Scott, what do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef.
Ground beef, because they're on the ground with no legs.
They're on the ground, they ain't got no legs. That's awesome. I like that. Nielsa Hernandez. Get the fuck out of here with that. Get out of here with that.
What do you say?
It's a woman, number one, and well, she's. I mean, it's not true what you're asking. She wants to know, is it true that Boone can kick your ass in 0.5 seconds? And clearly,
that's a true story.
Clearly, that's not true, but whatever.
Oh, no, that's one of the ones you. I thought you said you were going to read the good ones and skip the book. That's a good one. Read that.
Yeah, all right, dude. Tycho RC Kaderek, what are your thoughts on the Shield being shown on Raw before it was the Q? We talked about that, man, in the Raw rundown.
Yeah.
P.S. Ryan Clark and Matt Boone are two badass mother Canuckers. Mother Canuckers.
Goddamn right. Well, I'm not from Canada, but I'm a bad mother Canucker.
Kyle Brooks, do you believe in ghosts? I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in aliens.
I don't believe in any of that shit. No.
Ryan Ennis, we've heard this one before. Why does Snoop Dogg use an umbrella? Faux drizzle.
For do you really believe in aliens, dude?
I believe in aliens, man. You gotta see some videos on YouTube,
Oh
bro.
my God.
Some crazy
Is
shit
it
out
because of
there.
the little lights you see in the sky every 10 years? Oh, it's a UFO.
Nah, dude, I'm telling you, bro. Aliens are the real deal. I'm telling you, bro.
Well,
Watch
all
some.
right, well,
Yo,
I shouldn't open that can of worms this late in the show. Let's save it for next week. But you're retarded if you believe in aliens. Anyway.
I'm gonna show you some YouTube videos that are gonna freak you the
Oh,
fuck
Jesus
out. You're
Christ.
gonna throughout the week. We're gonna come back here and
Next
talk about
week,
aliens.
I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna spend 30 minutes next week dogging the shit out of you over this alien. I can't believe you just said you believe in aliens. For the love of God, dude.
Yo, wait a minute. You people.
Just when I think you got a little bit of sense about you, you say some dumb shit like I believe in aliens.
Yo,
This fucking guy.
in the chat room. In the chat room. You guys believe in aliens? Just give me a yes or a no. A yes or a no. Believe in aliens?
Yeah, Flame Style is right. Boone can kick the aliens ass
Yo,
in 2 seconds.
look at the chat. Okay? You see the chat?
Alright, they all agree. Big deal. They're all retarded too.
Alright,
There's
so
no aliens.
we'll talk about it next week, bro. Aliens are the real deal, I'm telling you. Vinny Mo, how close is Batista to signing with WWE for real? And RVD is still a free agent, but there are rumblings. Yeah, there's rumblings about RVD. He's even been open saying, you know, he may come back to WWE. Batista's still a ways away, man. It's early negotiations, nothing more than that. Vincent Nugent, Ryan and Matt, if you
Hey,
guys...
I got a joke. What does Zeb Coulter consider an illegal alien?
What does Zeb Coulter consider an illegal alien? I don't know. What?
Alberto Del Rio.
That's a good one. Yeah. And he's an alien, right? Yeah.
Yeah, an illegal alien. That's what they call Mexicans and people that aren't American, basically.
Yes, they do, dude. Illegal aliens. That's fucking great, dude. Get out of here. Dudo Impact. What's the news? WWE releases. Talked about that earlier, man. We'll see what happens after the upcoming tour of London next week. Tyler, Patty, Ryan, and Boone each make one TNA prediction for the rest of 2013. God, I don't know. TNA prediction?
My prediction is TNA will never get bigger than a 1.3 rating on Impact.
My prediction is by the end of 2013, they're still in business and move on to 2001. Jose Espinoza, are leprechauns real? No, I don't believe in leprechauns. Ghost, maybe. I'm on the edge about Ghost. Aliens, no doubt about it. Leprechauns, fuck no. Dusty,
No fucking, I mean, unless you consider a hornswoggle, you know.
Dusty LeBaron, when and if do you predict Batista may or may not return? We were talking SummerSlam earlier, man. It's still a ways away. They're gonna bring him back.
What's with all this random Batista shit?
Well, there's been news up on Batista. You know, been in talks with WWE. Larry Smith, Ryan, when will Mr. Ziggles turn face like he is wanting to, and when will Orton turn heel like he is wanting to do? Orton heel turn, I think, sooner than later. I really do. Me and Boone, yeah, we talked about that. And Dolph Ziggler, babyface turn, not anytime soon, man. He's gonna be feuding with Del Rio, for the time being, you know. And then we'll see what happens. Maybe a big show feud after that, something like that. Chase Kramer, say this 5 times fast. We got 5 more. Chase Kramer, say this 5 times fast. RU26, I'm not doing that. RU26C1, is that an I or a 1? RU26CI124Q Boone. RU26CI124Q Boone. RU26CI124.
Yeah, Boone.
Vincent Nugent, Ryan and Matt, Ryback probably turning heel. How will WWE plan him and his character going forward? They're just gonna make him a heel, man. Brady Asklin, can you see WWE adding a diva to the Shield in Paige? No new members of the Shield. For right now.
Diva.
DJ Maximus, can you see WWE ever doing more pay-per-views from the UK? It's the time difference, man, and it really screws up things over here, especially when
a lot more expensive too.
Yeah, in United States, you know, pay-per-view providers, they're only able to broadcast in blocks, you know, from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock and 11 o'clock to 2 a.m. here. And, with it being taped overseas, it would have to be from 11 o'clock to 2 a.m. over here. Unless, they couldn't really feed it back. There's just a time difference. Or it would have to start over in the United Kingdom at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon for it to air over here at its normal time of 8 o'clock. So probably not.
That's what they would do.
Yeah.
They can air it live during the day and then tape the way in its normal time slot, but that would hurt the pay-per-view number so much that it would be crucial for the business. But airing it later in the day in the UK so that it airs here in America at the normal time is what probably.
What do you what do you call a very popular perfume?
I don't know.
A best smeller. like a best seller, a best smeller. You got it. Yeah.
Which one of these is actually gonna stick? Is what I want to say. Which one do you actually? Because the shellfish one tickles your funny bone like a motherfucker. I think not just. The cheese is a decent one.
That's the only one that I wrote down was the nacho cheese one.
Yeah, that's the one that sticks. Yeah.
So we got that one. All right, and the last one from Adudo Impact. Any news on upcoming WWE releases, man? After the upcoming London tour, that'll do it.
Tour, yeah, tour UK.
Yeah, tour the UK. They're gonna be in London for Raw and SmackDown. Next week they're going to be in Birmingham as well. So there we go. We're out of here. We'll see you guys next Tuesday night. Once again, before we get out of here, man, we have a lot of fun on here on Tuesday nights. All you guys come. You guys are awesome, man. But what happened yesterday in Boston, really thoughts and prayers to all of those people. I know Boone feels the same way.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's just sad that things like this happen. So for everybody in Boston, this one's for you. See you guys next Tuesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern Time for Matt Boone.
That's me.
This is Ryan Clark.
Hey, that's him.
And see you next Tuesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern Time on WZROnline.com.